Oh my gosh, hi everyone! Welcome to the Battle for Sweet Dominion, the insane concept for a Valentine's Day one shot that has been rolling around in my head for a long time now. I am so lucky to be joined by this cast of incredible players who have no idea what they've signed up for. And I'm thrilled that you get to experience me putting them through this absolute insanity. I, of course, am Morgan Kramer. I will be your DM this evening. I am joined by the wonderful goblins Emily, Griffin,
Domed.
Zach, Alden,
Hello.
Erica,
Hello.
and Ashley. This is going to be an absolutely wild ride, and I really hope you guys enjoy it. It's going to be not serious at all, full of chaos, full of craziness, and I cannot wait to see what the players do with it. So, a bit of framework for this adventure, if you will. All of our players are characters that are built around personifications of some holidays, some notable cryptids, just some sort of C and D list famous entities that don't quite fit the realm of the pantheon, if you get what I'm saying. So, as we get started, all of you are sort of plucked with only a moment's notice from your respective realms and appear in a sort of grassy, flowery meadow. And as you each appear, I'm going to call your name if you will give us a brief description of your character and explain who and what they are. We will start with you, Alden.
Hi, I'm Alden, and I'm playing Eris. He's a Flame Point Siamese Tabaxi, who is the embodiment of July 14th Pandemonium Day. Some of its tenets are acknowledge the chaos as a part of your life, take measures to reduce the chaos, don't feel like you have to do everything yourself, and really just go with the flow. And I am going to have a whole lot of fun. And as Eris pops out in his jester motley into this new Glacier Meadow, he looks at his list and he's like, this is not on my list of things to do. And he just starts grooming himself calmly because, well, chaos happens, of course.
That it does. Fantastic. Second to be sort of bamfed into this glade. Ashley, why don't you tell us about your character?
Yeah, so you can't see from my fun virtual background, but I do have snakes for hair. My name is Seraphine, and I am a wood elf warlock, and I'm most commonly, referred to as a Medusa. So I prefer Seraphine. Don't really like that, but I think as she's plugged into this world, she's used to kind of living on her own and not really being around people, and especially a place so nice. Her normal dwelling is a lovely cave that she has called home for the past few years.
Awesome. All right, Erica, what about you? Tell us about your character as you appear in this wonderful, serene little setting.
Right. She's named Minnow, and she's a Hamadryad druid, so inspired by the pagan goddess of Stara, a spring goddess. And she's kind of plucked away and
Awesome.
but James is messing with my stuff, but I was going to say, she's like, this doesn't look like my home, but it's
All right. Emily, what about you? Tell us about your character as you bamf in next to a familiar face.
I am Val. I am a changeling broken heart sorcerer. I am inspired by Mabon, the pagan god of the autumn festival, and I am best friends and partners in crime with Minoa.
Awesome. All right, that brings us to you, Zach, as your much more intimidating visage appears in this very beautiful little forest glade. Tell us what the others see.
So the others see a very tall, muscular woman with grayish skin. She's an asomer. and she has a large scythe on her back and a shield and some kind of like spiky-ish armor, spiky pauldrons. And she's a cleric representing the concept of death and the Grim Reaper, as death is viewed differently in different cultures, so different holidays and different celebrations surrounding what death means to different people. So this, upon bamfing in, Hadia makes the comment, it's like, I'm not sure where I'm at, but possibly some souls need guiding or helping along to meet their maker, so to speak.
Wonderful. And last but certainly not least, popping into the glade, we have Abraham. Griffin, if you'll tell us about your character.
Abraham is a bard who, of course, represents Father's Day. He has retired, settled down, had a wife and kids. But as he is so unceremoniously dropped into a field surrounded by all sorts of unique individuals, only one thought: oh boy, here we go again.
Indeed, as you all sort of take in your surroundings, observing one another, the only two recognizing each other being Val and Manon as the sort of entities representing the autumn and spring equinoxes. Before you can really have a chance to question each other, you each hear a rhythmic thumping along the forest floor that seems to be rapidly growing closer and louder. And a moment later, over a sort of hillock at the edge of this glade appears a massive, nearly 7 foot tall, with shimmering silver fur and long articulating ears, a massive rabbit. And he perches down on his haunches and wiggles his little bunny tail as he sees you all gathered here and says, "Oi, that worked a lot faster than I thought it would. Hi there, I'm Easter Bunny. It's good to see you all. I hope the journey wasn't too unpleasant. Welcome to my warren." He hops down and comes a little closer as you all gather in this small clearing, and he begins sizing each of you up and down, an increasingly deep furrow appearing in his brow. "Well, they said only the last string was available, but I think we can make do with you. You can travel through the plains well enough. I guess you're wondering what you're doing here." He kind of eyes you warily, Eris.
Eris has been slowly creeping up on him, and each time he looks, he freezes and then moves a little bit closer.
The Easter Bunny slowly sort of circles around, trying to keep the furthest distance from you while maintaining this slight radius of clustered individuals. And he is huge. He doesn't wear any armor or carry any weapons that you can see, but he has a strange sort of patterning in his fur, almost reminiscent of the geometric patterns that are often painted on Easter eggs.
Oh.
"Well, see, you're kind of here because while the others all have their holidays and their rituals and things that keep them too busy to really be of much help. And some of you are retired, some of you are still in training, so here you are. I kind of need your help. Well, I think we all kind of need your help. So you can call me Bunny. Everyone heard of Valentine's Day?
Well aware.
I am familiar, yes.
Okay, good, great. What about Halloween?
I don't celebrate holidays. Don't know any of these.
This is kind of like a multiverse type deal. There would be just too many to keep up with anyway once you get like the crossing, like religions and not quite religions, but like practices. So I totally get it. That's totally fine. But they're kind of a big deal to a lot of people. And well, Valentine's Day is in 2 days, right? So normally this is a pretty cool time of year for the chick that runs the Plane of Valentines. That would be Miss Valentina Amorosa. But the thing is, well, the Valentine's Plane is sort of disappeared isn't the right word. and as he thinks, one of his feet begins tapping with such a loud thump that you can all feel it tremor in the ground beneath you. And his ears begin twitching this way and that. It's kind of more like it's been covered up. There's this really weird like a pink fog that's covered all of the plane, and well, we also happen to see, we being my scouts, rabbits are really good at being quick and quiet. Um, the Prince of Pumpkins from Halloween kind of rolled out all his forces a few days ago and was sort of marching on Valentine's plane. And well, they kind of disappeared. And then this pink fog rolled out that no one can really see through. And anytime my scouts go in there, they don't really come back. They're just rabbits. So I figured I'd see if some of you guys would go see what's going on and if Valentine's Day is gonna happen this year. If you're not too busy with and then he slowly looks over at you, Eris. What is it exactly that you do?
July 14th, Pandemonium Day. It will be a Wednesday this year. I expect no one will celebrate. Very well. And of course, you should have sent a cat. Rabbits are delicious.
Well, it seemed only fitting since the Prince of Pumpkins is a giant black cat.
Yes, he is magnificent.
Yeah, he's kind of cool. He does threaten to eat me a lot, but maybe it's just a cat thing because you seem
Absolutely.
pretty keen on the idea too.
Yes.
I mean, here's the thing. You might wonder, okay, why is the Prince of Pumpkins, who's all about like darkness and edgy and scary and creepy, marching on Valentine's? Well, here's the rub. Both of these holidays kind of have like competing claims on being the big candy holiday, yeah? Sweets are kind of the big deal. Well, tensions have kind of been escalating since candy manufacturing became such an efficient gig. Because who doesn't love candy? Don't answer that. The people that say they don't love candy are crazy. I'm looking at you, Emily.
Rude.
But if one of these holidays can create a monopoly and get control of like all the candy, all the people would prefer that holiday. And when that many people have you as their favorite holiday, the power that comes from that, oh man, if everyone just painted one Easter egg one year, I'd be at least 12 feet tall. But that's enough about me. So yeah, we just need to kind of figure out what's going on over in Valentine's Plain and if it's gonna happen this year. Because if not, I mean, I gotta up my production of chocolate bunnies because a lot of people are gonna have a major sweet tooth to take care of. So, you ready? Because I mean, I bamfed you here. I could bamf you there.
Honey, I will take you up on your quest. We have to restore Valentine's Day or my wife will kill me.
Oh, yeah. Spouses, Valentine's Day. Love.
If you
just paint some eggs. It's a lot easier than trying. No, it's fine. And it's two massive smacks of one of these huge rabbit feet on the floor, and each of you hear a sort of high-pitched whistle that turns into a massive rush of air downwards. And as you all look down, Wile E. Coyote style, holes have opened up beneath your feet, and you are dropped into bottomless tunnels. You feel your stomach sort of rise in your throat and the whipping of air past you, and you all prepare to tumble and turn and try to land on. Wait, you've already landed on your feet. Before you know it, solid ground is beneath your feet once again, and you are in an entirely new place. I will show you what you see. As you are all dropped in this strange new location, the first thing that catches your attention is the oddly sweet, tart smell on the air. It's like walking past a confectionery at the height of their business day. Mixes of fruity sweetness cut by the occasional tinge of spice and cinnamon. It's just enormously pleasant. and a warm, comfortable, dry atmosphere doesn't quite match the low hanging curtain of bright pink fog that swirls about you, causing visibility to drop off after about 60 feet. What would you like to do?
Well, first of all, gentleman who's worried about his wife, here's a pamphlet for Pandemonium Day, because it seems like we are going to fail this, of course. And when you have no Valentine's Day, perhaps Pandemonium Day will do.
Much obliged. Please, is anybody here a rogue? We need a rogue.
Why?
Every party has to have a bard and a rogue to balance out the pros and the cons.
Oh, well, oh, I see what you did there, and I hate it.
Womp, womp, womp.
Do you want me to search about while I get that terrible pun out of my head?
If you could. Just try not to get a sensitive one.
Oh.
Okay.
All right.
Sensitive rogues take everything personally.
Oh, not good. As I look about, I get a 12.
12 for perception.
We are
You look
completely
around.
safe, my friends.
The vegetation here is unlike anything you've seen before. The colors that permeate every facet of this landscape are beautiful, but strange. Leaves that would normally be a flush, vibrant green, especially to you, Val, it's unsettling to see them instead be deep shades of purple or scarlet or rosy pink. Here and there's odd bits of crystal that seem to jut out of the ground in unnatural formations that radiate a soft glowing light of whatever color their fractal formation is imbued with. You do hear, however, even with a 12, something large, slightly cumbersome, moving through the tree line towards your group.
And I take that back. We are not completely safe. There's something very large this way. And he crouches down and starts doing a little butt wiggle.
With the tail twitching. Okay. As he brings it to your attention, the rest of you hear this as well. Around this area, you can hear something large moving through the tree line towards you. What would you like to do?
Jerry, was that? I didn't see it.
It is right here under this sort of orangish red tree.
We cannot see your pings.
Oh, I'm on the wrong layer. I'm so sorry. How about this?
Yes.
Much better.
Okay.
Dear.
Can I hide, please?
Sure, go ahead and move yourself wherever you would like to hide and give me a stealth check.
Not too bad. 21.
21. All right, you feel pretty well hidden. The rest of you immediately lose track of where Eris has disappeared to. Anyone else got anything they want to do?
Well, the
Can
cat's
I-
gone. So I'm going to hide behind the big guy.
What you got,
Yeah.
Seraphine?
Yeah, I have a +5 to perception checks, so I think I want to try to do one and then maybe just like toss a eldritch blast, just like shot in the dark, see what it hits, maybe.
Okay, well, give me your perception check first, because you may not be shooting in the dark.
I like this one.
I hope not. Yeah, she's. I'm so sorry about the dogs. I'll mute myself for a second and tell you
No,
my
you're
roll.
fine. It's fine.
Okay, yeah, sorry. I'm watching 2 dogs.
This
Okay.
is a low-key stream. I mean, we're playing D-grade holidays, and you just got your quest from the Easter Bunny.
I take this very seriously. All right, that is a 23 perception.
23, okay. So as you sort of step off to the side and get a clear view across this strange mottled pink and purple clearing in the tree line, you see a large quadrupedal silvery white shape begin to push through and emerge from the tree line. You see a unicorn.
Oh,
Oh man.
oh.
What would you like?
I don't want to
do?
shoot that. I rescind my Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
Yeah.
As it finally breaks through the trees, the rest of you see this as well. Does anyone have a base wisdom score of 14 or higher?
Oh, yes.
I do.
Okay. As the two of you watch the creature's movements, you see it definitely notices your group. Not necessarily you, Eris, but it's definitely looking at your clustered new allies here.
Oh.
And the way it moves is strange, almost halting in its movements. And as you look closer, you can see that it is low and panting and slightly frothing at the mouth. And then it gives a terrible shriek. Unlike the whinny of a horse you have ever heard, this is more akin to a blood-curdling scream. And I need everyone to roll initiative.
Amazing. That's amazing. Ooh.
It's a nightmare.
Oh, no.
So 22.
Oh, that's shitty. Okay, that's fine.
I got a 15.
You will put them in the chat for me, or better
perfect.
yet, let's do this. There we go.
Ooh. Hey. So now we can go ahead and I'll just add it.
Right. All right. What'd you get there, Val?
12.
Okay. Manon? What'd you get?
6.
16. Okay.
Just 6.
Oh, 6. Sorry, you're really quiet.
Okay.
And then you got a 6, Alden?
I rolled a natural 2.
That would do it. All right.
I don't think
So
I have
at the
advantage
top
today.
of the round, Abraham, you hear this horrible sound come from this beautiful creature. What would you like to do?
I would like to upcast an aid on all the party members I can see.
Okay.
Da. What's a cleric's favorite color? Off-white. You're gonna get a lot of those. And 1, 2, 3, 4 gets 5, a max HP increase of 5, and 5 hit points.
I do not get it. Also, I did not get it.
Yeah. Both Seraphine and her snakes are like shaking their heads. Don't get much jokes.
All right. So you cast 8 on your party. What else you got?
I'm gonna just make my way over here.
Bravely make your way over there.
All right. Next is the nightmare.
Oh no.
It can fly. Okay.
Yes, they can.
It is going to charge at a full gallop and come to. You are the closest, the first thing it encounters. So it is going to go after you, Seraphine. It is going to rear up and try and strike at you with its hooves.
Eesh.
Rolled a natural 1, though. As it does, it sort of topples a little bit and loses its balance and spends the rest of its turn remaining upright. But it is, as it gets closer, you can see that what by reputation are usually sparkling sort of silver eyes full of warmth and clarity are instead a pitch black with just a speck of deep red burning like an ember within.
Oh my
And it is your
gosh.
turn.
All right. Well, I was once amazed by this beautiful creature, and then it tried to attack me. So that's not gonna work for me. I'm gonna cast. Oof. Yeah. I'm gonna do chill touch.
Okay.
So they need to do. Oh no. Sorry, this is my first time using D&D Beyond. I'm used to roll 20, so it's throwing me.
It's all good.
Yeah. Yeah, so range spell attacks. Do I just do my DC, my spelling cast bonus
Yeah,
thing?
D20 plus your spell attack modifier.
Okay, cool. Awesome.
And if you're doing it in D&D Beyond, you can actually, I think, use the digital
click it?
dice roller. Just click on the attack and it will roll the dice digitally for you. And go ahead and
Well,
add
it's
them.
not working. I feel like I'm being slow, so that's fine. Nope, that's a natural one. So I try to chill touch and it just like sputters out.
Okay. It sort of reaches out this spectral, gnarled hand and grasps at the unicorn's horn and just seems to pass through, the horn unable to make purchase. All right. Next up, we have Val.
I am going to try and shoot a firebolt at it.
All right. Roll to hit.
It is. It's a 12.
A 12 just misses, unfortunately. You see it sort of graze the mane, cindering a couple of hairs, but it does not quite impact. Anything else? You want to move?
Yeah, I'll move. I'm going to move back just a touch.
All
To
right.
there.
Hadya.
Yes. So I think I'm gonna try to cast Toll the Dead on it.
Okay. That's a con save, I believe.
That is
Or
a wisdom save.
That is a 10.
That fails. Needed a 13.
Okay.
So 2d8. That is 13. 13 points of damage.
Okay.
Of necrotic damage.
It doesn't like that. It shakes its head, trying to rid itself of a sound that only it can hear. This dolorous tolling bell. Anything else from you?
I think as a bonus action, I would like to toss the dancing scythe just in the air.
Okay.
And from what it says is when I toss it, I can also roll to attack, correct? With that? And that same like tossing action, or is it toss and then I roll on my next turn?
Go for it. I'm not sure, so just go for it.
Okay. And okay. That's a 7.
7 unfortunately does not hit. Again, as
Okay.
it's sort of reeling from this bell that tolled and filled its head with this terrible dark energy, it just happens to bob out of the way of the first scythe swing. Okay.
Okay.
But
And
the
the
scythe
scythe
remains
will
animated.
I'll kind of hover there. And I think I'm going to stay where I'm at. I'm not going to move right now.
Okay, perfect. Eris, that brings us to you.
All right, Eris moves. Believe. Nope, I don't want to do that. Sorry. Yeah, 30 feet here. And I'm not certain if Seraphine has Warcaster and is able to threaten this, but at least he's hoping as he attacks the unicorn from behind as it's focusing on his good friend Seraphine. And if not, I mean, he's just regular attacking, I think, then, since you are.
Yeah, I'm a
Okay.
spell sniper. Sorry.
Okay, that's okay. Well, he rolled pretty darn good with a 23.
That will certainly hit.
Does 10 points of piercing damage
Ooh. All right.
as he kind of bursts out of the bushes, like a cat chasing any small animal, and then turns, draws a rapier, and goes, and pokes it in its hindquarters.
As you sort of gore it in the rear flank, you watch as instead of blood, unicorn blood is normally very beautiful, silvery, and pearlescent. What comes from this creature is thick, nearly stagnant, and oozing black. Anything else?
Oh no, I used all of my movement. No, I am stuck here.
All right. Next up, we have you, Menon. We can't hear you. You're super, super
At all?
quiet. That's better.
Okay. I can just talk really loud. It's fine.
That'll work.
People that know Erica know that is a lie.
First thing ever. Okay. I'm going to try to cast it somewhere around. It's not pinging. A little 20 feet over, center it 20 feet over to the right up a little bit. So I'm a little over, up to the left, tiny bit. But it's a 20-foot sphere, so I'm trying to minimize the damage.
Okay, what are you casting?
Spike growth.
Okay.
So it becomes difficult terrain, and then 2d4 piercing damage for every 5 feet it travels.
Gotcha. Does it need to make a save now, or is it just when it starts its turn there?
I don't think there is a save for it.
Oh.
It is just what happens.
It's a 20-foot radius?
Oh, it's never mind. 20-foot radius.
Woo.
Okay, I'm sorry. So it'll be a wisdom check
Okay.
against my spell save DC.
Move this circle.
Oh, that says to recognize the terrain as hazardous before entering it. So.
Okay. Anything else?
That is it for the moment.
Okay. That will bring us back to the top of the round with Abraham.
Taking advantage of this terrain. I'm gonna go right here. I'll cast Dissonant Whispers.
Oh, okay. I'm guessing that's a saving throw of some sort.
Baby's got to beat 16 in Wisdom.
Ooh, all right.
And I go pss, 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 pss.
Eris looks at you. What do you want? It is not food time. Why?
Wisdom, you said?
Yes.
14. Failure.
14. Ooh. And he takes 3d6 psychic damage and he runs the opposite direction.
Oh.
Very nice.
Nice.
Go ahead and give me that damage.
Yes, ma'am. 13.
Okay. Woo. Does not like that. The foaming mouth now is dripping the same black sludge that was oozing from the rapier wound. It was able to see the ground when the spell was cast, but as these dissonant whispers flood its mind, it's already a compromised being, so it does just turn and flee right into the spike growth, which means it has to take... Ooh. It's going to go its full movement. Difficult terrain gets it just to the edge, so it will take 5, 10, 30, 10d4 piercing damage.
Oh, no.
Yeesh.
If you want to roll that, Erica.
I do. 25.
Ooh, okay. So as it gives this gurgling, terrible scream, much akin to the one that you first heard, but this one dripping with this same black ooze, it tries to take off and sprint through this arcanely hazardous spiked terrain, and you watch as the silvery white flank is just torn and ripped over and over, more and more of these gashes oozing this same corrupted black liquid. And by the time it reaches the edge of this spike growth, it collapses and moves no more. It is down. What would y'all like to do?
It was terrifying. What is going on here?
I look at Minor and just give her a thumbs up as if this is like something that happens a lot.
I'm gonna go over to some of the plants and pluck a few of these unnatural things. Be like, these are wonderful specimens for me to bring home, and I'm gonna also give some to Val, since we are best friends. She deserves flowers. And Griffin, I forgot what your character's name is.
Abraham.
Abraham, I'm gonna give you some to give to your wife. So when we fail and Valentine's Day is ruined, you can give flowers to your wife.
Ah, yes.
Obliged.
It's always
Much better than Pandemonium Day, okay?
It's
Much
always
better.
good to plan ahead. Yes. No, that is our whole tenet of Pandemonium Day. That's good. That's good.
Val, as you go to begin gathering I'm sorry, not Val, Menon. As you go to begin gathering these flowers, give me a nature check.
It's a 12.
Okay. They're beautifully colored, but as you get closer, you can see that some of them, the petals appear to be wilting in on themselves. And here and there, you actually see where the center, where these pollen clusters would normally be, instead have crystallized into strange, sharp protrusions of almost a sap-like material. And when you reach for those flowers, you can see that these spikes begin to close, almost like teeth, reacting to something drawing near. And you're not intimately familiar with the workings of Valentine's Day and the way this sort of mini plane operates, but this definitely doesn't seem like something that would define that holiday.
This seems a little dangerous.
You can still find a couple of benign, if still very odd, flowers to gather and distribute.
I think I would like to go to where the unicorn is and do my own, like, kind of last rites sort of thing.
Okay, certainly. As you draw near, you can see that this same sort of black tar-like liquid is occasionally bubbling from where it has pooled on the ground around this, what was once a beautiful creature, now sort of twisted and wrought. You can see that the flesh sort of clings too tightly to the bones. It looks gaunt. And again, the eyes now lying open and lifeless, no longer containing that red spark, are still just voids of blackness.
I am sorry. I do not believe we exchanged names. My name is Eris. Is this normal? Is this how unicorns die? I thought they were much more beautiful, graceful creatures.
Well, in my few years of traveling, I'm still kind of new to this business, so I haven't even come across a unicorn. But in my line of work, there's many, many, many ways that you can go. But seeing a unicorn die like this is pretty new to me. I'm Hadia, by the way.
Hello,
Nice to meet you,
Hadia.
Eris.
I'm Eris. Nice to meet you. Yes.
Is it okay if I scratch behind your ear?
Oh, yeah. Oh, well, not there, but right there. Yes.
Okay.
That one's okay. Not there, but there. Yeah.
Can I do a perception check and see if I hear any more animals? Because I just saw that I can telepathically speak with creatures within 30 feet of me. So I could have like talked to the unicorn, and guys, that's on me.
Why? Why are you doing?
Actually, I can talk to animals too, so whoops.
It's okay. Okay, we're in the same boat. Yeah, I was like, oh, I have 2 different spells in which I can communicate with creatures.
Sure.
Fine, guys.
Unless you're looking for a specific kind of creature and no check necessary, you can see that while the glade was formerly absent of any obvious sort of fauna, now that there is no immediate encroaching threat, there are tiny little luminescent butterflies that are beginning to flutter into this clearing that had been shielded in the tree line before.
Yeah, so I'm gonna hold out my finger, just like be very still and try to see if one will land on me. I'm trying to like pat my snakes down so they like are chill. They don't scare the butterfly away. Does one
Okay.
land on my finger?
Absolutely.
Heck
Eventually,
yeah.
one sort of drifts over, sensing your positive intent. Seems that they're already sort of in tune with.
Yeah, so I just kind of like I guess telepathically, I'm just like I guess everyone else would just see like this like snake-haired woman just intently staring at a butterfly on her finger, but I'm communicating with them just like, hey, little guy, so what's up with that unicorn? We just tried.
It's
What did you say?
corrupted. The plant's corrupted. The bird's corrupted.
Are you corrupted?
No, not yet. Too small.
Oh, thank God. What corrupted them?
The creatures. The cat.
I start looking over at Eris like really suspiciously.
Eris is looking at you and he's like, are you going to eat that? Because I'll do it if you're not going to.
We can't eat this.
Oh,
This is an untainted creature in this cursed land.
so can I
But
eat the bad ones?
You can eat this unicorn.
I don't think that would be good for me. Look, I think I would throw that up. Go, 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 go.
Sound effects of that were too much. Okay, and I'm talking back to the butterfly, just like zoning in as dogs are barking. Where can we find this creature?
Look in the path. All roads lead to the same place. Just follow the path to get to the heart hive.
Well, hey, butterfly, you take it easy. Don't get corrupted now.
You either.
Oh God. So I tell
Most
everyone in the
terrifying
group.
butterfly ever.
Yeah, I'm trying to like hold Eris back. I'm like, leave Kevin be. You get another one.
Oh, his name was Kevin?
Sure.
All right, that butterfly is cool.
Yeah. So I tell them all about this creature, and I'm kind of like looking Eris up and down. I'm like, yeah, so Kevin said it was a cat. Eris, you know anything about this? Or is it the pumpkin cat?
We just learned that the Pumpkin King was a fine, beautiful black cat. So yes, it was
Okay.
probably him. It was not
Thank
me.
God.
I do not have
Thank
the
God.
power to do such terrible things.
Well, all roads lead to the creature, so I guess we should maybe mosey on.
Find the road, yes.
All right. Indeed, at the far edge of this clearing, you do see the trees sort of break, and where most of this is strange, sort of soft, plush earth, there is a cobbled path of stones of beautiful lavenders, deep purples, and nearly wine reds. All right. So you all take the path?
We take the path.
Yep.
Okey-dokey.
Is anyone keeping an eye out or trying to lead this expedition?
Oh, not leading, but I feel like I'm like
Yes.
perception all over the place.
I can keep an eye out for danger, but I do not know the ways of the forest.
Okay. Either both of you can give me perception checks or one of you at advantage.
Before they cast their perception or roll the perception checks, I was gonna cast guidance on whoever was leading to try to help us
sure.
along.
I have a +5. What do you have?
A +8.
Oh, by all means.
I am a rogue. You know.
You
how
are
that
a rogue
is.
and a cat.
Yes. All right. So am I rolling at advantage then? With guidance. All right, here we go.
And add a D4 with guidance. yeah.
Yes.
This is going to be absurd.
It's not too bad. No, it's 17, 18, 19, 20. It was only at 21. Relax, relax.
Well, since you only got a 21, what you notice as your group pushes on is that lingering sweet smell that you first encountered, the further you travel along this road, the more it tends to shift towards sour smells until it eventually is bordering along being pungent. And it's not offensive yet, but it's definitely not as pleasant as it was. You also notice that as you travel through the sort of lightly wooded surround, the flora is continuing to shift, its color palette moving from pleasant pastels of pinks and purples and blues to instead being heavily saturated blood reds, sickly greens and yellows. And some of them even seem to be oozing strange viscous materials, saps of different colors that wouldn't normally appear on some of this flora. Some of the fauna that you see as well seems to be strange and warped. The occasional bird that you glimpse flying through the canopy moves in strange, disjointed movements, and feathers fall in trails behind it. At one point, you see a beehive that is dripping black honey, and the insects swarming around it create a sound almost like a low, drolling moan of agony. The further you go, the more frequent such occurrences become. But eventually, you exit the wooded surround without further incident and come to a new surround, opening into a large field of massive flowers of all different kinds. You see the wispy white tendrils of huge dandelions that sort of sway with any light breeze, heavily pigmented chrysanthemum bulbs, the petals sort of turning in on each other in strange, almost claw-like formations. And running through the middle, a beautiful, sparkling, seemingly untainted blue river with a narrow cobbled bridge over it. If you would, go ahead and put yourselves in your appropriate marching order.
I'll be right here since I touched you to cast guidance.
All right. So as you approach this bridge, are you doing anything? Are you making any attempts to do anything special or just crossing?
I am keeping my perception sharp, but no, I am not stealthing. If someone wants to accost me, I am prepared.
Okay. So as you all move towards the bridge, let me not do that. I don't want to show you that just yet. I mean, it's fine. It's just flowers.
Uh-oh.
Does anyone have a passive perception over 14?
Okay, yes. Okay, I was going to whisper.
15.
18 for me.
Anyone with a passive perception of 15 or higher notices that a couple of the flowers, very bright red sunny ones, seem to slowly sort of pivot in place and track your movement as you walk by.
I mean, I would freeze and be like,
Yeah.
has anybody? Oh, you two. You are very naturey. I only eat flowers, and only to annoy those that I love. Are they dangerous flowers? Flowers that fight back?
I look at Mano and tell her that the flowers are moving and ask her if she recognizes anything about them because I don't like it.
Can I roll another nature check?
Certainly can.
23.
You haven't seen flowers like this before, and you know of flowers that are creatures more so than they are flora, but none that pivot in place and watch you walk by.
It is a real organic flower, though. Or
All right.
Seems to be.
Everything will be fine, my friend. Forward, forward.
Okay.
Yeah, I think my snakes have perked up and they're like looking behind me,
Yes.
just like keeping an eye on them, keeping their head on a swivel.
Give me a perception check.
Little old me.
Or
Yeah.
everybody.
Hello, you.
Just her.
Okay.
Just her.
Okay, never mind then.
Hey guys, the snake hair was a really good call.
Yeah.
That not in this case though.
Oh.
Not in this case though, guys. I got a 12.
Hey, it's better than nothing.
They have
Well,
like really maybe they have really bad eyes, are used to the darkness of the cave.
Or they're like getting tangled up with each other. Like one's looking one
Yeah,
way,
they're
the
like,
other
oh
one's
god,
they're like,
we
hey, get
know,
out!
yeah.
No, what are you looking at?
Yeah, they I can communicate with them. They can't communicate with each other.
Yeah.
Ain't that just the way?
you do, even with that, notice that as you pass by these two flowers, once everyone else has turned away and once you have also turned, your snakes do notice a brief sort of puff of spores that goes from one flower to the other.
Okay.
However,
Okay.
Eris,
Yes.
as you step foot on the bridge,
Oh, okay, we're doomed.
shimmering from its previous invisible state, you see
Oh,
a massive, plush, adorable bear. What was likely once a sort of white teddy bear looking creature, only now its fur is matted, a strange sort of grayish yellow, and it's got that same black to its eyes.
no.
It doesn't move towards you just yet. It
Mhm.
sits blocking the path, however, and sort of cants its head to the side as you take your step onto the bridge and says, "You approach the realm of Valentina. You must answer my riddles to pass. 3 of 4, or your ass is grass."
Oh boy.
Do you approach?
Oh, I mean, does my party continue to approach with me?
Do you want a hand?
This is a riddle answering. It isn't. I mean, what do you want?
Oh yeah.
Okay, get on up here. Your puns will help.
Okay. As you both draw near, you can see that in addition to the black sort of voids of his eyes, the bear gives a sort of grin, his teeth, sharp points, dripping in that same black tar-like substance. And you can see as he speaks that there is a sort of pulsating pink glow, brightens with the intonation of his voice. "The first riddle is this. A carriage driver is married to the most beautiful girl in town. He knows that the town's doctor covets her. The carriage driver must complete a job that will take him away for a week. Before he departs, he buys his wife 10 apples. Why?"
I think we would like to whisper. Can we confer before we answer?
Very well.
I think it is because an apple a day keeps the doctor away.
Is there 10 date? Is it 10 apples?
Yes. How long was he staying away? I wasn't paying attention.
I thought it was a week.
I know that doesn't make any sense.
You all would know that a D&D week is a 10-day.
Oh, excellent.
Oh.
Let's tell her. Excellent.
Good, yeah.
It's because an apple a day keeps the doctor away.
Expressionless, the jowls pull back further, revealing more of these teeth that extend farther back in the skull than they should, in a terrible example of what must be a smile.
Did we get it right?
This is correct. Your second riddle is this, and must be answered by others.
Oh.
And he looks to your party members behind you.
Oh. He did not explain the rules. Very chaotic. I like him.
So who steps forward to answer this riddle?
I'll try.
Okay. Hadia? Does anyone step up with her?
I'll step up.
Okay.
Just get out of the
Hadia
way.
and Seraphine. You see this same strange, monstrous excuse for, honestly, who knows? Maybe a teddy bear guardian of some sort? Your riddle is this. A shackle not meant for a wrist that is accepted with a kiss that binds two together but is not a tether. What is it?
I whisper, is it a wedding ring?
That's what I was thinking of. Marriage, a wedding ring,
Yeah,
something along
yeah.
those lines.
Yeah, I can't think of anything else.
Yeah.
We
I
good
agree.
with that? Final? Okay.
Yes,
Yeah.
final answer.
Yeah. Sorry. Yes, a wedding ring.
As you give your answer with strange, jarring, jolting movements, it moves a bit closer
No.
and gives the same wide, sickening grin. This is correct.
Oh, thank God. Hey guys, this is the first riddle I've ever solved.
Hey! That's actually the first riddle I ever wrote, so well done.
It was a good one.
There is one correct answer still required. Who will answer my riddle? And it looks
Yes,
to
that's
Val.
up to you and me, Manel.
All right, what we got?
So as you two approach, those of you that have already answered questions, you can see now, almost in accelerated time in front of you, this plush creature's fur, matted already, seems to shrink in as its body becomes more and more gaunt with each passing moment. A symbol of love, red as the blood that it can draw. If left alone, it will live and die and live again, but its beauty is best preserved when it is beheaded as a gift. What is it?
Are we thinking rose?
Yes. This is the best I got.
We're gonna go with that. A red rose.
It rises from this sort of crouching position that it's been in, padding towards you, and now you can see that what appeared to be just furred club-like feet, in fact, have massive talons of bone that rake across the stone of the bridge as it draws near. As it gets closer, you can smell the scent of decay and ash and rot. And its grin stretches further, and you hear a sickening crunch as the lower jaw hangs, distended, and this black tar just begins to waterfall from the mouth. It goes rigid and does not move.
I start creeping around it, but then I stop and start hitting it, and then I back away.
It does not move.
Okay.
It does not react.
And he kind of sleeps. I said, "Come on, this way."
Well,
I
that
collect the tar stuff
Oh,
in a little jar.
Ooh.
okay.
Put it in my herbalism kit.
Give me a dexterity check.
Ooh.
Okay.
Oh God.
I'm glad I didn't completely dump that. 13.
13? Okay. You sort of line up your little vial under one of the fangs in this open mouth that is just dripping the occasional whoop, whoop, whoop of this black tar-like substance. And you can hear it each time a drop falls within your vial, a faint sizzling. And as you go to pull your hand away, you watch the top of the jowl just slough off the skull, barely getting your hand out of the way in time to avoid it being covered in this strange viscous sludge. But you managed to secure a sample. As the rest of you pass by, you can see that this creature is rapidly deteriorating in front of you.
Yeah, as we pass by, I'm gonna do what I did for the unicorn and like a last rites kind of thing.
Okay.
Well, this is just unbearable.
Oh, oh no.
Okay.
Oh, you got me.
Yeah.
Everyone takes a point of psychic.
I'll just say.
Seraphine, as your party continue crossing the bridge, finally turning away from this horrible sight, one of your snakes that is watching behind you sees as these red, strange flowers rise up out of the ground, the capped heads of some strange mushroom-like folk that simply watch you go before turning and moving back towards the wood.
Am I still? Let me check my fancy. Dang it. Okay, I'm gonna move back. Can I communicate with them? Just like,
With your telepathy?
yeah.
What's
I moved
your
back so I
range
was
on that?
within. I moved back so I was within 30 feet.
Okay, sure. You can do so,
Yeah.
but as soon as you turn, they all just back
They
into the
they
ground and
shrink
just
back
the
down.
flowers showing.
Yeah, so I think I'm just gonna be like, just like a generic like, hey, if anyone can hear me, if you are some flowers, we're not here to do you harm. What you doing? Do I hear anything?
A moment
Don't-
passes, no reply.
Fine, be that way. Okay, let's just keep going. And
No.
yeah, just hey guys, keep an eye out for some red flowers.
You know, it occurs to me, I could eat those flowers if you wanted.
I wouldn't
It's
want
your
them
life. We have
stalking
a
us any
cleric.
further.
Just saying, it's totally in my wheelhouse. All right, it's fine. We won't do it.
Is there anything that's not in your wheelhouse?
I mean, I like to push things to the edge of counters and knock them off. There's lots of things.
A real cat of all spades.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, you successfully solved the riddles, and the same path does continue on towards the Heart Hive. There is further sign of corruption as you travel. Plants begin to, at this point, just openly blacken and wither along your path. The pink fog that has sort of perpetually hung about in the air around you loses its pigmentation and begins to turn to an ashen gray. The pleasant smells that had greeted you at your first arrival are now completely gone and turn to a smell more like burnt hair. Just strange, pungent, almost acrid that clings to the back of your sinuses and just maintains this uncomfortable presence there.
Fennel is using Druidcraft to just kind of constantly make flowers bloom because this is just way too depressing for her, and
No.
try to mask the smell. Or
I only
whatever.
eat those flowers.
Yeah, no. Seraphine just goes, oh, smells like home.
Where is she from?
Oh, I live in a
We're a
cave.
pheasant, apparently.
Oh, that's terrifying. Yes.
Oh no, it's great. You should come check it out after this.
Is there anything to eat there?
Well, we have to hunt for it, but I'm pretty good with an arrow.
Oh, I like that. Yeah.
Oh yeah. We're gonna have a great time.
All right.
His pupils just like blow into saucers and the tail starts twitching excitedly.
Eris and I are best friends now, guys.
Yes. Gonna eat flowers and other small animals.
Yeah.
We all survive. You guys are all invited over for dinner. We do have a house cat. I don't know if that's offensive to you.
Oh, well, we will have to introduce each other and see who ignores who the longest.
Great.
That is the
And
most dominant.
do not tell my daughters I killed a unicorn. That would be very upsetting.
Oh, no, I don't think it was a unicorn at that point. I think it was a nightmare. Because
Guys,
we were
everybody,
aware.
did everybody hear that? Do not tell my daughters I killed a
It's a
unicorn.
nightmare.
Yeah.
Nightmare.
All my snakes are also shaking their heads. Like, yeah, got it.
Snakes 1 through 6 agree too. Okay, we're all good.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. 7 in the back didn't hear you, but you know that's
7
the
in the
wild
back.
one.
He's no squealer.
He's he's no snitch. That's the first rule of being a snake on this head. No snitches.
No snitching.
How? Okay, it's fine. It's fine. So continuing to press on, you stop seeing life forms altogether. What plant life was along this path is either already dead or at a point of decay that it's no longer even recognizable as plant. All of the ground is now covered in strange soot and ash, and occasionally you see these bubbling puddles of this strange black tar-like material. Pressing on for about an hour, you eventually do see something dotting the bleak gray expanse in front of you. Little glowing pinkish purple orbs. And as you draw nearer, you can see that they are, in fact, pumpkins carved into jack-o'-lanterns. Their faces carved in malicious grins and glowing with this sickeningly sweet colored light.
Oh no.
Ooh.
If you would all put yourselves in your marching order for me.
We're in danger.
It's just a pumpkin patch.
Yeah. I don't know. After that bear encounter, like me, Ashley is going to have some nightmares tonight. So I can't wait to see what happens when we actually get to Halloween Town.
No, you're going to the Heart Hive. It's
The-
Valentine's Day. It's
the
gonna be
horrifying Heart
candy and
Hive.
Sweet,
Yeah.
lovely.
Yeah.
All right. Is everybody happy with this arrangement?
Hmm?
Okay.
Happy to be in the back.
Those of you with the higher passive perceptions can hear as you push into this pumpkin patch proper, there's a massive glowing jack-o'-lantern in your path ahead. And as you draw within about 40 feet of it, you all begin to hear from various points around you in the pumpkin patch, shuffling, groaning, the clacking of bared bone. These pumpkins are huge and block most of your line of sight. But after a moment, your company makes themselves known. Let me just give you a little look, shall we?
No,
It's your new friends. They just want to play with you.
I don't want new friends. No, no.
Let's see. Come on, guys. It's okay. You can come up to play now. Move you over here to the token layer.
Oh no.
Oh god.
Water the hose.
Move you over here to the token layer.
Oh
Oh
god.
no, they're everywhere.
Many of them.
And you. Is that everybody? Yeah, that's everybody.
Oh my gosh.
So as you all see these creatures begin to shamble out of their previously inanimate poses, one dead ahead of you that looks larger and more horrifying than the rest slowly turns to face your party. You see a sunken humanoid form with tattered remnants of what looked like it was once very nice, almost Lolita style, fashionable clothing. Lace bits of frill hang off of this almost skeletal figure. And there is a shell of molten chocolate that has dried where it has poured over this creature's head and shoulders. Its eyes currently not visible, but as you pause in your path, its head snaps. And it gives this low. Everybody roll for initiative.
Yeesh.
Hated that. Oh baby, another one.
I'm just gonna run these guys as one.
No.
Turn. Back in here. I just put all my monsters in the same encounter on D&D Beyond's Encounter Builder, just for ease of access. And it's just been like flashing incredibly deadly at me because it's multiple encounters in one. Like, no, they'll be fine. I'll just throw it all at them at once. It'll be great. They can do this.
Feels great.
You did check them though individually, right?
Alrighty. Is everyone's initiative in there? I guess I should roll for these chaps.
Oh, I could put
They're
mine in.
so dexy. He's going to have an 8, but he's going to be much better. These poor chaps. All right. Shitty rolls. At the top of the round, we have Abraham again. You can see now that this ghoulish figure is poising itself to charge towards you, and emerging from different areas within the pumpkin patch around you are slightly smaller, again, shriveled humanoid figures, these wearing the same nice clothes, but these seem slower, more slovenly in their movements. This one here directly in front of you, and one that you can just make out off to the side here, seem to be the two largest, and they have hands that sort of come to sharp pointed talons at the end. But all of the creatures here have that same sort of molten chocolate sludge that has poured over them and hardened, and all of them seem to have covered faces.
I'm gonna cast Hypnotic Pattern.
Okay.
I'm gonna go right here. Is that even necessary? It doesn't matter. And I'm gonna cast it. It's a 30-foot cube.
All right.
I'm just gonna poke it right here. I think that's everybody.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Oh, it's all coming together.
So you would get these 4 down here?
Yeah, everybody right here. And they gotta beat 16 wisdom.
All right, we'll do the largest one first. Rolled a 12, but has no modifier, so that is a failure. I'm gonna roll the one directly south of him. Fail.
Oh, I gotta say I wrote down 30 of these. I'm gonna say them.
You do it. You do it.
What do you call a vampire bard who raises the dead? A necromancer.
Oh, I get it. I get it.
This is this is great. This is the first time that Seraphine's heard so many jokes. It's been so long.
So these 3 fail. The one up here actually succeeded.
Ah, boo. Well, those 3 are out of the fight, as long as I can hold concentration.
Okay.
They are incapacitated and have a speed of 0. And it ends if they take any damage, I lose concentration, or they can use, a awake person can use an action to shake them out of their stupor.
Okay. All right. Anything else on that turn?
No.
Fantastic. That brings us to Menon. Am I saying that right?
Close enough.
Yeah, I know, bad.
I'm gonna cast Spike Growth again, focused on those 4 up in the top.
Okay, 20-foot
Yeah.
radius.
Mm-hmm.
No. Why isn't it working? There we go. Actually, yeah, cool.
Nasty.
So, all right. They are all present when they see it, so they see that it's there, but based on their intelligence or wisdom, they may or may not try and move in it. Anything else?
No.
Okay. Next is this guy's turn. He's intelligent-ish. So he is going to try and move through the spike growth, and he's going to come over here. So he will take 2d4 piercing damage if you want to go ahead and roll that.
4.
15, 30. 4 points. Okay. And he is going to hold his action. It sort of crouches there, snarling, this same vicious sound broken by the gurgling as black tar spills from its mouth. It seems like this chocolate shell likely had melted over its face entirely, but as it's given these sort of moaning sounds and flexed its jaw, it's just broken away from the mouth area. All right. Next up, we have Eris.
Eris will move to this one creature that is to the left of the party. Drawing his rapier, he will use a bonus action to insightful fighting. As a bonus action, I make an insight check against your deception.
Yes. 2!
Well, all right, a lot more than 2. Gosh, 21. So now he gets, if he hits, he will get sneak attack.
Heard. He'll probably hit.
Yeah, well, he got an 18 on the die, plus a 7, so 25. So here it comes. Plus that. Does not bad. Plus 4. Okay, so 17 damage.
Okay. It takes it as you stab this zombie.
Mm-hmm.
The same black fluid sort of spurts out from the rapier wound, and it just gives this horrible sucking moan sound. But it is still upright.
All right, well, then he will move. Actually, he'll move right there and stay there, and hope that someone can finish it off.
All right, Seraphine, what you got? You're muted, darling.
Got it. Yeah. So the 3 here, and here are being like they're under Abraham's spell. So I do not want to attack them, correct?
That's correct.
Okay, cool. So if my movement, actually, you know what? I'm a warlock, which means I chill in the back. Yeah, I'm gonna shoot a beautiful, beautiful Eldritch Blast. We're just gonna throw both of them at the person in front of me, or in front of all of us.
That one?
This human or non-human. Okay,
you do have 2 creatures that are your same size, one of whom is very large for their size, directly in between you, so they're gonna get a little cover unless you sort of maneuver.
Okay, then I'm gonna move in. I'm gonna move here, so I don't hurt everybody else. And yeah, so I'm just gonna charge both of them, and I do have the agonizing blast as part of my lovely pact. So it's gonna be a +3 for my damage should they hit. Oh wait, nope. That is a 21 to hit.
That will certainly hit.
Yeah. Okay, so we've got 13 damage for the first one.
Okay.
And 14 damage for the second blast.
Okay. And then... Wow. As the 2... What color are your Eldritch Blast beams?
Oh, they are gold and green. Just pew, pew. And they
Sort
kind
of
of like... Yeah, if I may, they kind of look... like we're going with the snakes, okay, guys? But yeah, I think that they like do that and they like intertwine.
Mm-hmm.
And they like, since they're shooting them towards the same person, but yeah, they kind of like snakes intertwine, go towards this person. But yeah, green and gold, just Eldritch Blast.
and they do just sort of serpentine twirling around each other before rapidly impacting, shoving this creature back into the spike growth with these two massive impacts. You see sprays of this black material peppered with flaking bits of chocolate that have dried on its form, and as it is pushed back into the spike growth, it gives a last terrible shrill shriek before it lies still. It is dead.
Hell yeah.
Oh,
What else you got? That it?
Oh, yeah, that's
Is that
was-
all? Is
Yeah,
that all?
you know, like I just like deleted someone's like, yeah, Seraphine's just like chilling back, just like, did you see that?
All right. Well, we know who a big threat on the battlefield is. So, Eris, we'll start with the zombie engaged with you. It is
Point of
oh,
order,
oh.
Hadia should have gone before them. He didn't put his 11 in until after you
Yeah,
sorted.
yeah.
And I tried to whisper to you, but you're ignoring me.
I'm sorry, I still have my music queued up. I don't have my chat queued up. I'm so sorry.
Yes, thank you. I was about to say something.
Yeah, it's all good.
I didn't.
I was just trying to do it on the DL. I was like, Hadia goes at 11. Hadia!
All right. How do you go for it?
I'm gonna cast Toll Dead on the one that Eris attacked previously, since I know it's taken some damage,
Okay.
and that'll be a saving throw. That is a
Wisdom, you said?
wisdom saving throw.
Ooh.
Wisdom 13.
I rolled a 16. I have a -2, so I barely passed with a 14.
So,
Okay. I don't think it takes anything. No half damage or
Nope.
anything. Okay.
cantrip.
And then bonus action. I'm gonna use the dancing scythe again.
All right.
And that can go 30 feet in attack.
Okay.
So I think I'm gonna go ahead and try the up here. That's not under the hypnotic pattern, correct?
no.
Okay. So
you
then,
wouldn't be sure.
what'd you say?
You would not be sure.
Oh, I wouldn't know. Okay. Then
And you can now control this sword to put it wherever you want it.
Oh, okay. Then since I'm not really sure, I don't want to risk it. I'm gonna go ahead and move this sword right here and try to attack the one I previously missed.
Go for it.
That's a 9.
Hits.
Oh, it does. Oh, hey.
Zombies.
Excellent. So that was 1d6. That's 7 points of piercing damage.
Okay. That would put it. Okay. So as you watch the dancing scythe sort of weave between your party members and then give this sweeping, cleaving motion down, you watch the body just sort of split, but it remains sort of wobbling on its feet for just a moment. So 5 plus 8 is DC 13. You watch this sort of black tar that began seeping out of this massive wound begin to sort of spider web into itself and slowly knit the two halves back together. It remains on its feet
Ugh.
with one
Okay. Not sure what that's about.
hit. Zombies, baby.
Yeah.
All right,
I think I'm
anything else?
also gonna move.
go for it. And then Val,
Um,
you are up next.
Go. There we go. All right, I'm done.
All righty. What you got, Val?
Let's see if I can do this without hurting anybody. And if I hurt anybody, it's okay.
Oh.
I'm gonna cast Fireball.
Oh, okay.
Don't hurt me.
Yeah.
Okay. Where would you like to cast it?
Right about. I think if I cast it right about here, it should be okay. Let me see.
Where are you pinging?
Hold on. I'm trying. I'm trying. I forget how D20 or roll 20 works.
Is that also a 20-foot radius sphere?
Oh goodness. How do I ping?
left
You're
click.
good. I see who you're going for. So yeah, you can 10, 20, 10. You can just get all 4 of these that are still upright.
Okay. That is where I'm going to cast it.
All right. I believe that is a dexterity saving throw for all of them.
Yes.
The ones that are incapacitated automatically fail.
That is absolutely true. So I'm just rolling for one boy then. A -1. So they all fail. They will all take full damage. How many d6 is that?
8.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me.
So I'm just gonna save you, unless you just want to see the number.
It's 23.
They're all gonna be obliterated and not even have a chance to save.
It's 23. Just fun facts.
Well, they might could save. Let's see. All right, let's roll them. All the zombies would be incinerated unless they can make this Constitution save. So 23, 11, 16. Ugh, DC 16. We'll see.
Not bad.
First one fails. Second zombie fails. Third zombie fails, and the ghoul does not get the luxury. So all of these creatures in the fireball that erupts in this strange, ethereally glowing pumpkin patch just burn instantly into piles of ashes that float down into the gurgling, bubbling black mess beneath their feet. They are all dispatched in a fiery inferno. Oh yeah! Nicely done. Anything else, Val?
Let me. I think I'm going to. I'll move up a touch this way. And that's it.
All right, well done. There's now the sound and smell of crackling pumpkins nearby. And that brings us to poor
Seeds.
zombies' turns. Are there even any left? Yeah, that's 4 of them. All right, so we'll start with the one next to you, Eris.
Yep.
He is attacking at disadvantage as he is blinded by the molten chocolate that is melted down into his face.
Okay.
Wow, that's a natural 20. That's a natural 1. Don't you just love that?
Yes, I do. Whew.
And it is going to limp away from that sword. Not that it's going to do him any good. These guys are just going to continue shuffling towards you. That one will take 2d4. That one will take 2d4. That one will take 6d4. So, Erica, if you want to roll 2d4, and we'll just apply it to those two. And then if you will additionally roll 6d4.
2d4, 7.
Okay.
You said 6?
Yes.
$15.
Still up. And it is also considered difficult terrain, yes?
Yes.
Okay, so it's 15, 20, 25, 30 can just get to you. 15, 20, 25, 30. 25, 30. So one of them does also get to attack you again at disadvantage. Gonna miss. This guy's gonna make his way downtown. That is everybody. Actually, he's gonna dash. What does he gotta lose?
Oh no.
He's gonna do the same. All right. The ghouls are both dead before they get. Okay. Abraham.
I hate going first. Vicious mockery on that guy.
All right. Wisdom save.
Wisdom save. Why do vampires seem sick? They're always coughing.
As you say that, the zombie just sort of It fails its save.
Thanks. 2d4. 3.
It takes it.
And it has disadvantage, but I believe it already would have had that.
Indeed. All right. Anything else?
No. Oh, yes. Bardic inspiration.
Oh. Who would you giving your inspiration to?
The cat.
How do you inspire him?
Psst, 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 psst.
I was hoping that's what you would say. The ears pinned back, the tail's going crazy. All right. Erica, you're up. Remember, you got to yell at us.
I think.
Okay.
I was gonna do something and then I realized it was too close. I guess I can
Here's,
move.
you'll be on deck.
I'm going to move. Here. And then cast Thunder Wave,
Okay.
which is a 15 foot cube originating from me.
Yeah, gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
So these again are super large pumpkins. They're about as tall as you are. Do you want to give me a quick athletics or acrobatics check to make sure you can scale up to the top of it?
sure. Nine?
Okay. Yeah, you managed to get up there and you cast your spell, and as you release it, there's a patch of the same slick tar-like substance oozing up out of the top of the pumpkin. You get your spell off, but then you're going to fall prone on the ground next to the pumpkin.
Okay.
So it will target which of these zombies? I think you can get either pair.
Okay. We'll do the pair that pair.
Okay.
That was
Is that a con save?
yes, it is.
I rolled a 3 and a 2, so I don't think they're gonna make it.
Not so much. Okay. That's that's 14.
14. Okay. Let's see. Oh, a natural 20 on that one. So this zombie, you watch as the concussive force sort of caves in its rib cage as it staggers back against the pumpkin behind it. It seems like it should absolutely just sort of implode on itself, but somehow it manages to stay upright.
It does say it's pushed 10 feet away from me.
Okay. It does sort of slam into the pumpkin. There's really not much further for it to go. I'll say it does collapse this pumpkin, but it's going to stay in sort of the sludgy remains thereof. This one failed its save. It gets pushed all the way back here. And you said 15 damage?
14, I think is what I said.
That would still be enough. He also needs to try and stay alive. That one, however, is going to fail. This one, again, the force sort of crushes the creature in on itself, and as it hits the ground, it sort of ragdolls in a pile of bones and withered flesh. You land prone next to this large pumpkin, but with no immediate threat looming over you from what you can see. All right, that brings us to Eris.
All right. Eris will attack the zombie to the north because he's pretty sure the zombie to the south is just one good hit and you rolling badly on your save from dying. Meanwhile, this guy's fresh with a little razor
I will
blade.
say, you
Hmm?
can tell just from looking at them, the northern one is the one that is on death's door. The one to the
Oh.
side of you is the one that's got a little more life to it.
Oh, okay. Well, in that case, he will continue fighting with the one that he has been working on. Then, the southern one, as he bonus action insight check. Ooh, might have got this one this time.
Oh, you know they're so charismatic.
What'd you get? This is great. That's great ability. I recommend it to everybody. All right, so he's gonna try and attack now. Natural 20. Oh boy. Oh
Go
boy.
for it.
All right, here it comes.
I'm just gonna go ahead and do that right there.
So, where is it? Oops. 6. Didn't roll my other D. Oh, it didn't come through the thing. Hold on.
Seraphine, you're gonna be
It's
up
my,
next.
it's my dice tower. Sorry, that was James. James, the dice tower you built. Oh, he's not listening. Yeah, where are we?
He's definitely sleeping in the
Yeah,
chair
that
next to me.
jerk. But anyways, all right, here we go. But that dice tower swallowed up my dice. It was great. I was like, where did they all go? Oh, they're still in there. Okay. 6, 10. 6, oh no. Okay. 10, 25. Okay, great. 26 plus 4 is 30. 30 damage.
Okay, so obviously that's enough to kill it upright or outright. That would make the DC 20 for it to stay alive.
Mm-hmm.
It does have a positive modifier. Let's just see.
Okay.
Who fucking knows?
It works on a crit.
Okay. I got it.
Yeah. Crit doesn't matter, but it wasn't
Yeah.
enough. He
Yeah.
dead. He dead. You know, like when you have a water balloon and you like poke a hole in it with a needle and there's just like the little gout of water?
Mhm.
That's what you do, but it's like that black stuff. And like the longer it sort of, the wider the gout gets, and you're just getting like buffeted by this black sludgy stuff. Luckily hitting on just your clothing and armor for now, but you sort
Okay.
of bounce back out of the way.
That would do a number on fur.
Yeah.
Yes, it would.
Unacceptable.
Yeah, like
This is the face bred for beauty.
Anything else from you, Eris?
Okay. No, because he would provoke if he moved. So he's good where he is.
All right, Seraphine.
all right. So we've got 3 left.
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna move here, and if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Let's do another Eldritch Blast.
Eldritch Blast. All right.
Let's roll it. That's a 12 to hit.
Yeah,
It
they have a
does?
single. Their AC is in the single digits.
Oh man, honestly, same. Okay.
What? No.
I mean, no, not for my character. For me.
Oh yeah. Me. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah.
All right. So the first one is they're both going to do 13. And I'd like to target the close one, the 2 that are kind of in this direct line from me.
One with each, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I'm
Okay.
just like, and they're emerging out from each hand. I had a beautiful image of me doing both from each side, but there was just people in the way, and
Okay. As your green and gold serpents emerge once more, spiraling around each other, as they do this sort of helix movement, the gold one impacts this closest zombie, just boring through the skull and then exploding. It's like a sparkling golden shower of confetti behind it. Moving on.
that imagery. Get up.
The green serpent continues towards the other zombie. I realize this. It's fine. Okay. Hold on. It stays up. Barely, but it does stay up. This one is just holding on to a shred of whatever animating force is keeping it upright.
Yeah.
It's been
My
pummeled
snakes
by
let out like a
thunder
little.
wave.
There's just like a little hissing sound coming from it.
Oh yeah. You're not sure if it's like all the black acidic sludge boring into everything around you.
Oh no, that's just
It
like a
does seem
normal.
pretty
That's just like a
concentrated.
normal. Like that's my Tuesday. It's just like black sludge.
Awesome. All right. Next up is Hadia. You have this one here and this one here that is barely clinging to life.
Okay, so the one that's I was just attacked by Seraphine, barely clinging to life. Gonna go ahead and toll the dead on that one.
Okay. 12.
The save is 13, so
Okay.
we'll be taking damage.
So how much? You know?
Yes, 18 points of damage.
As this sort of psychic bell tolls above this creature's head, you know in Studio Ghibli movies when the characters shudder, you can see like the vibration move down their outline. You swear that even through this rotted, barely corporeal flesh prison, you see that same shudder move down its form, and as it reaches the ground, the skeleton just falls away, chunks of flesh clinging to bone here and there, crumpling into a pile of black tar and sickeningly sweet pink straps of clothing. It's dead.
And then I'm gonna move the scythe to this one right here,
Already.
and go ahead and try to make an attack.
Go for it.
There's a 19 to hit
Yeah.
and 6 points.
6?
Yes.
All right. It is still up of its own volition at this point as the scythe returns to you and you just sort of give a slashing movement of your hand that carves across the creature. Mal, it is your turn. There's one remaining zombie and it is right in front of you.
Right. I'm going to. I guess I don't need to be as aggressive here. I'll try casting Firebolt at it.
Okay. Because that is a ranged spell attack and you are within melee of the creature, it would be at disadvantage.
Okay.
You can step away and try to do so. It would get
Well-
its op attack on you, but at disadvantage itself.
I rolled 2 times. One's a 24, one's a 20.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Good lord! Don't mess with Val, guys.
Yeah, that'll hit. You give it most of that damage.
2d10, which is 11.
11, okay.
Mhm.
Oh. By 1 hit point, it is still just under its actual hit point pool. So it is still upright of its own power. Anything else?
I'll move back now.
Okay. As it's sort of reeling from the firebolt, it will strike out at you at disadvantage. That may still hit. You're squishy, right?
Yes.
It's gonna be a 13.
Yes.
All right, I finally hit something.
Oh,
First damage roll of the night,
ew.
Yikes.
and I maxed it out. So
Oh,
that's
no.
gonna be 7 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oh,
Okay. Wait. Can I react?
If you have something that has a reaction,
Yes.
do you have Hellish Rebuke by chance?
No. I
What you
have
got?
shield.
You can do that,
Okay.
and that would make it miss.
Yes.
Well done.
hey.
All right. But it is now actually the zombie's turn. Oh, I think my roll 20 is frozen. It just lagged a bit. It is the zombie's turn. Ignore what that says.
Yeah.
It is going to step up, sort of shoving the scythe out of its way to attack you, as you were the one closest to it. Disadvantage. Does a 4 hit you?
Are you talking to me, Hadia?
Yeah.
Oh,
With
no.
all your spiky armor, come on, a 4 totally hits.
No.
Okay, well that's its turn as it just stands there giving this terrible low gurgling moan. Val, we're back to you. I lied. Abraham, we're back to you.
Guys, no damage run this whole session. Here we go. Vicious Mockery.
I just roll 2 natural ones in a row on that die, so it is retired for the evening.
To jail.
What's the Lich Magician's magic words? Abracadabra.
Ooh.
Oh my god.
Oof.
6 damage.
6
At
damage.
what cost?
What
cost?
But at what cost?
I think
You
this
didn't
is
suck
the
the thing
same
if you
zombie
should.
too. I think this is the same one that got Vicious Mockery before, because it turns towards you, its jaw sort of swinging, lolling open, and gives the same terrible excuse for a laugh.
Here all night. What is that very cool thing that all bards do called again? Bardic Inspiration. I'm going to throw another one at Hadia.
Okay. This zombie is barely hanging on at this point. Val, now it is your turn.
Mano,
No.
isn't it?
Yeah.
It is. Sorry, I lied. I was looking at Erica. Yeah, Manon, it's your turn.
He's a little close to everybody for most of my stuff.
You do spend half your movement to stand,
Yes.
I assume.
And then what I'd like to do is, because I do have a sickle, is I want to just pour the black tar on the edge of the sickle. And just have that prepared.
Of your weapon?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Yeah,
Oh.
you can absolutely do that. Remind me of that after the encounter, and I will get some information to you. Any movement with your remaining 15 feet?
I'll hop right back here.
All right. Eris.
I'm sorry, I'm Eris. Oh, hey.
Oh, hi.
Well, I guess I'm going to move. Can I flank with the dancing scythe? DM?
It's not a creature, so no.
Oh. Is Hadia looking dangerous? I don't think. Hadia, are you a dangerous person? You seem
Hadia is
dangerous.
always dangerous.
I feel like you're
Exactly.
dangerous. Yeah.
That's what the
Honey
spiky.
just told the dead. Yeah.
Yeah, but I feel like that's not the kind of dangerous I'm looking for, you know? All right, well, I move here flanking with Hadia, hoping against hope. But I don't know if I am. Am I? Hadia?
Wait, what are you asking me?
Are you threatening this creature with some sort of thing besides your spells?
Not right now. I just moved over here.
Oh, okay.
After
I would
I
say
You have a menacing
Hadia is still
presence,
considered
though.
a threatening presence.
Okay.
It's a
I haven't-
matter of
I haven't-
drawing the attention
Okay.
for the flanking, so I'll say you still get that flanking bonus.
Thank you. Thank you.
I hadn't attacked them with like being here yet, but
All right. Well, then it is a 24 to hit.
Misses.
Oh, wow. This is a ninja zombie. I've heard about these. And I do 12, 15, 16, 17, 21 damage.
Okay, so DC 15. Oh no. How do you want to do this?
I poke it through its the back of its head and then clean the ichor off because I am a fastidious. And I pull out wet wipes and clean off my armor as I go. Part of Pandemonium Day is being prepared for the worst, and he just like cleans himself off.
And prepared you are. Before long, your armor is back to glistening clean, making sure there is no lingering bits of this black sludge in your pristine fur. You dispatch all the creatures here, and the fog, as you turn your attention to the realm in front of you, seems to dissipate slightly in the distance, revealing the jagged outline of a crystalline fortress that seems to faintly glow with the same strange, vibrant pinkish purple hue. But I think we're going to take a really, really quick 5-minute break because I know it's getting late. Well, we are coming up on the end of this. This will just give everyone a chance to take a very quick bathroom break if needed. Do not go far. We will be back in just a moment for the finale of this absurd collision of worlds. So hang out. We'll see if we can get our producer awake to take us off the line.
He's awake.
Okay, cool. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere.
Producer Erica's doing it herself.
Erica's got us covered. Come on.
Yeah, thank you.
gonna get hit. Not on my watch.
Uh-huh.
For
I almost
damage,
got
no
hit.
deaths, run.
Oh, Morgan, are you
Yes.
gonna send me some info?
Oh, yeah, let me look that up super quick.
Because the black viscous sludge.
Ichor.
Disgusting.
One second.
Headphones just that one little they cut out the background just on the top of my head.
Holy shit, not that one. You can treat it as wyvern poison.
Okay.
Oh, that's
Only on the-
dangerous.
The
Oh,
next
no.
attack that hits with that weapon.
That's scary.
It's beefy. You don't want to get that shit in an open wound.
That almost touched us. Oh my god. Guys, I wrote so many. The ones I haven't said, I'm just gonna say them all at the end of the session.
Okay.
I wrote like 20 more.
Oh, I've used this map.
Oh
before.
my
This is
gosh.
adorable.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah, all these maps have been so beautiful.
Oh, thank
They really
you.
have.
I used this map.
It is a good one.
Yeah.
The pumpkin patch one was the only one that I had any hand in, and I just changed the colors. The rest I found from some very talented people online.
What the fuck are those down there?
Don't worry about it.
I want to
They
know
were
them.
mushroom heads.
I need to know.
All right, darlings. Whenever you're ready.
Oh, there we are.
Oh, we're live. Cool. Hello.
Thanks,
everyone.
James. Thank you
Yeah,
for
sorry,
the
you
warning.
walked out and I was like, but we're gonna go live, and I looked at the screen, I was like, oh, we're already
Oh, we are live. I wonder how long we've been there.
We back.
He's the worst. All right.
Old habits die hard, I guess. So, as you regather yourselves after the combat in the strange, ethereally colored pumpkin patch and make your way through the remnants of the Shroud of Fog, you come to a beautiful crystalline fortress. Pinks and purple hues refract in the prisms of the natural formation, and you see a tunnel leading within. So you will be entering the map here at this point on the top right.
Mhm.
Go ahead and put yourselves in a marching order for me. And Fog of War hates me, so I trust you guys not to metagame any of your positioning.
Well, I mean, I would be sneaking and perceiving now that we've gotten to this point where now it's very scary and, you know.
Give me a stealth check and then a perception check.
Wait. Before,
Oh, okay.
was he sneaking from the bottom of the stairs?
Mm-hmm.
You saw
Okay.
him crouch and prepare to slink away from your group.
Okay, then I was gonna cast guidance on him before he
Ooh,
got like
thank
left.
you.
Awesome.
Well, now it is a, oh my goodness, 31.
Oh.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
21. 21?
31.
I like to think my guidance helped that.
It really did. That plus 4 made it. I was like, oh man, I can only get those on a natural 20 normally.
Huh. Yeah, I'm not even gonna roll. That's fine.
Okay.
That's fine.
But really, I'm just, oh, and you want the perception. So maybe I don't see anything either, though. You know, I could be
Cool.
super distracted because I'm like, look how stealthy I am. I'm so cool. I got a 24 on my perception.
Okay. You currently don't see anything.
All right.
You hear the occasional dripping of some sort of moisture somewhere within this cave system. You can see that there are various different types of mushroom and fungus that grow on the crystal facade of these tunnels, some of which have their own sort of bioluminescence. The whole area is suffused in a dim pinkish purple light. You can see where the passage twists around to the left up in front of you, and then sort of dead ends in a little inlet straight ahead.
Oh, he peeks his head back down to his party members, and he's like, come on, get up here.
I would also like to stealth.
Give me a stealth check.
13.
You feel very stealthy. Some of you see Abraham sort of and you can definitely hear every step he takes. But he's trying. He's dad. He's doing his best.
It's
The
not
socks
bad.
and the sandals aren't really conducive to.
This is not bad for a suburban dad, honestly. Like that's pretty
Stylish
good.
and comfortable.
Okay.
So
Continue pushing through.
So I have, as a wood elf, Mask of the Wild, and I can attempt to hide when I'm slightly obscured. So does that help me with stealth?
Not just in general moving through an enclosure, but if you needed to find a hiding place quickly, you could hide in places where others might not be able to.
Yeah. No, I'll just creep on up. Let's see what that does for me. I am clomping up the stairs. That is a natural 1 + 3, folks.
Oh yeah, I had a 10 for stealth. I forgot to say that. Sorry.
So you've got members in your party that are decently perceptive. Most of you are attempting to stealth. Most of you can tell that you're all failing pretty noticeably. Except
trip.
for Eris. I mean, y'all can see him up ahead, but you cannot hear a sound as he pads silently across the floor.
And to Abraham, I'm like, it's a pity we did not get you on lawn mowing day, so you were in sneakers, my friend.
Ah.
Some nice Skechers.
Okay.
Well done. Okay. Nothing currently is drawing your attention as you pass through this next sort of small chamber. Okay. As you peer around down this next passage that is at a slight decline, you see a sort of chasm that opens up at the edge of this ridge. It drops down to what you imagine to be some sort of river below. You can hear the current of moving liquid, and you can see coming up from this space, however far below, the same sort of strange ambient pinkish purple glow. But your attention is drawn primarily to this bridge that leads to this sort of elevated landing and the two figures that are present there.
Oh.
You see. Come on, D&D Beyond. Don't do this to me now. Upon the bridge,
Oh.
a towering 10-foot, black-furred, cat-like humanoid. And upon the landing, sitting upon a gilt golden and ivory throne, a beautiful, nearly 10-foot tall female figure with angelic-like wings. And let's say I give you a better look, shall we?
Mm-hmm.
Is she holding a real heart?
Wahoo.
Oh my god.
She is. And her face is terrifying.
That is
Why?
quite a
Oh.
look.
All
Oh,
right.
he looks good though. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm living for this color scheme.
I'm rooting for him actually.
He stands at the foot of the bridge and does not face who you assume to be Valentina Amorosa. Rather, he is poised looking directly at you. His armor, strange shades of purples and pinks that echo what you have seen here, and a glowing, almost as if it were white hot chain around his neck that is instead radiating a bright pink, the same bright pink that glows from within his eyes. You hear, ringing out through this expanse, a beautiful tolling voice, much like the clear, crisp ringing of a bell, call to your party. Don't be shy. Please come and say hello. Bask in the glory that is the new Valentine's Day.
Yeah,
Okay.
we are made.
As you all emerge and approach, who you assume to be Prince of Pumpkins moves to the end of the bridge and simply steps off to the side, watching you. He has a staff in one hand and a sword on his hip, his other clawed hand resting lightly upon the pommel, but he does not move towards you. Instead, Valentina rises off her throne and comes to stand at the elevated top of the bridge. She grins at you, a strange, almost crazed, malicious smirk, as she calls out, "Behold, no mortal heart has ever resisted me. Now I have claimed this immortal one as well. With this twisted prince as my champion, my servant, I will have dominion at last. My power will rival even that of the pompous red-coated claws, and nothing that rabbit or his puppets can do will stop me." The Prince of Pumpkins draws his sword, and I need you all to roll for initiative one last time.
Damn, Valentino.
Dang.
What happened, bro? What?
Were we moving all together, or was it just
If you want to
Abraham
be
and Eris?
with us over here,
Please.
come on up. please don't abandon us.
I'll let you, if you wanted to stay back there, I will let you. She seemed to know you were there, and you have party members that have approached.
Oh, goodness.
I think one party member is stacked on the other.
Yeah, I'm
Sure
moving.
which-
There we
okay,
go.
there we go.
Oh, sorry. That was
There we go.
probably my bad.
That's all right.
That's fine.
What did I roll here?
Oh, right. Initiative.
Oh, there we go. We can enter it in.
God, it's so small. Oh, there I am. Little homie.
My initiative rolls have been trash.
I think I did worse.
Well, that one's pretty good.
I got a 2.
Oh,
Oh, no.
Gonna
Yikes.
rock.
Ooh, that is very good. All right. Eris, once you enter yours, we will be good to go.
Let's see what's going on here.
Okay. At the top of the round, we have the corrupted Pumpkin Prince. He steps forward towards your party, turning his radiating pink gaze upon you. Eris, I need you to give me a wisdom saving throw, please.
Oh. Oh no.
Don't forget you're inspired by my bardiness.
Is that a D6?
It's a D8.
Oh.
Was this from the previous encounter?
Yeah, it's for 10 minutes. Oh, more.
Use it. It's fine.
We don't have to. I
Do
won't.
what a kind and
It
benevolent
probably
being.
won't help.
Oh.
You say that, but how's a good old 25 do you? Thanks to that D8.
That does do it, I will say. However, he continues his stride towards you, drawing his sword as he does, his staff sort of dragging across the stone ground. And as he approaches, his face is completely expressionless. There's no anger, no malice, nothing at all. Before he raises his sword and slashes down towards you. Abraham? Let's see. Does an unnatural 20 hit you?
I would like to use cutting words.
Go for it.
Get 'em.
I am literally rolling the die on this one. No freaking way. Haha, I got a 6. Which means it does not hit me, because that blows it to a 14.
Okay.
The no damage run continues.
He has a wife and kids to think about.
Yeah, I know.
The power of love and family.
As he approaches, expressionless, his tail just dragging, inanimate almost, behind him, and then gives this cleaving blow. What do you say? What are your cutting words?
Halloween is an empty, commercialized holiday.
There is only the slightest hitch, but it is just enough for you to sort of turn out of the way. Is that all he can do for now? For now. All right, Abraham, it is now your turn. You have this towering creature in front of you.
Sure does. Very scary stuff. Let's see here.
What is your passive perception there, Abraham?
It is 13, milady.
Noted. Thank you.
Thank you.
Continue.
Oh, range at 30 feet. Oh, she's way out of the way. Okay. I'm gonna cast today. I'm gonna cast Vicious Mockery.
That is a wisdom save for him.
As a wisdom save for the big boy.
Rolled my first natural 20 that I got to keep. So he is going to succeed.
Cool. You guys have bottlenecked me. I cannot move.
You can move past your allies.
I'm gonna move past.
So he will get an attack of opportunity if you do it.
Oh, I should have planned this out a little better. I'm gonna stand my ground. Because that's what a real dad would do, would protect his children.
Oh, we're his children. Oh.
Cute. All right. That brings us to Manon.
I'm gonna cast Spark Skin on myself.
Probably a good idea.
And that'll be everything I can do.
All right. Any movement?
No, I'm gonna stay there for the moment.
You got it. Next is Hadia. You hear a rapid sort of approach behind you. And then a glancing blow off the back of your armor that seems absorbed by the metal. And as it lands, materializing, you see a horrible, twisted, smirking little cherub. Its white wings blackened and sparse and patchy as feathers fall out with each step. And it just looks up at you and goes, "Yeah!" And it almost seems to shed a shimmering layer off of its skin that, as it coalesces on the floor, becomes a standing puddle.
Oh.
This one's going to go 5. There. Come here. All right. It is your turn, Val.
Question.
Yes.
the Prince of Pumpkins or whatever he was called? Is he humanoid?
Yes.
Okay. I don't know how exactly he's corrupted, but is it possible to use irresistible charm on him?
You're not sure.
Can I try?
Absolutely. Is that a saving throw of some sort?
It's a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. Oof. No, that's a 7.
Okay, so then he is...
Oh, I'm sorry. He has advantage.
Okay.
That's only a 14.
The DC is 14.
Oh.
He
my
just
chest.
saves. Sorry.
Okay.
Is there any half damage or anything?
No, it's just whether or not he gets charmed, I think. Okay, in that case, I'm just gonna stand here.
Okay.
Nothing else for me to do.
Eris.
Eris looks at the pumpkin prince and says, "Where's your pride as a feline? You would never do what anyone told you to do. Shame upon you." Now, his passive perception is 18, but if that doesn't give him anything, he's just trying to figure out, is she actually still holding a heart, and does he think that that's the prince's heart?
She is holding something
Mm-hmm.
roughly grapefruit sized, which, with as tall as the pumpkin prince is, would line up. It is scarlet red, and you heard what she said.
Okay, he's going to move 5, 10, 15. Bonus action disengage. 5, 10, 15. I think that is all he can do on his turn.
Okay. Next up, we have Seraphine.
Okay, so I'm going to move through here, and I'm going to use my fun special ability as being a Medusa type person, and I would like for the I don't know what we're calling him. I wanted to call him the Pumpkin King, whoever that is.
For legal
Prince of
reasons.
Pumpkin, he's the son. Sorry, he's
Pumpkin
not quite
Princess.
ascended to king status. Yes, Prince of Pumpkins needs to make a Constitution save.
Oh man, just doing the
Hopefully
thing.
they're bad at that.
Rolled an 11.
Oh, the DC was 16. Sorry, that's very exciting for me. Yeah, so I'm using my petrifying gaze. I think all of my little snake hairs are standing up and they're staring this down. So yeah, on a success or on a failure, they've turned to stone.
They begin turning to stone.
They begin turning to stone. Sorry, I don't know how long it takes to for that to happen.
Only 2 rounds.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
So yeah.
Yo.
So I think I'm gonna do that, and yeah, I think I might move a little bit this way, if that's cool. I don't know if they get an attack of opportunity if they've started to turn to stone.
No, not until you leave their threatened square.
Yeah, you're still technically engaged with him.
Okay, then yeah, I'm gonna chill where I moved to, and yeah,
Nicely done. All
hopefully
right.
they don't break this stone curse.
Next up is Valentina's turn. As she sees you approaching, Eris, she gives a couple steps forward, her ridiculously high stiletto heels clacking against the stone bridge, and she sort of narrows her eyes at you and grins. "I don't think so," and disappears from your sight.
I see nothing.
You hate to see it.
Next up is going to be Hadia's turn.
Yes. So, think I will go ahead and cast Toll the Dead on. Well, hold on.
Real quick,
No. Yeah.
I
huh?
will say, Eris, when you moved up with your passive perception, you hear what appear to be 2 sets of slapping footfalls approaching from this direction.
I didn't see your ping, but I assume you mean this.
Yes, correct.
Yeah. Okay.
But continue. Hadia, sorry about that.
I'm gonna cast Inflict Wounds as a first level on
Okay.
the cherub behind me, the scary looking
Perfect.
cherub.
Alrighty.
So that is a 21 to hit.
Hits.
And I'll just type it in here. Oh, how do I roll?
Slash roll.
There we go. Okay.
Ooh.
19 points of damage.
As you reach down and grasp this strange, bulbous, infant-like creature by its neck, you watch its eyes go wide, and as you unleash this torrent of necrotic energy into it, it and begins to melt in your hands, turning into a puddle of what appears to be some sort of chocolate mixed with that black tar.
Okay.
And that one is down.
Can I use my movement and then bonus action?
Maybe. Where are you trying to move?
I was trying to move to next to the Prince of Pumpkins.
Yes, you could do that.
Okay.
Do you need your sword?
Oh, yes, please. That's what I was about to use.
There
Yes.
you are.
So, another attack on the Prince of Pumpkins. That's an 11.
That will not hit.
Okay. I'll just hang out here.
Alrighty. Next up brings us back to the top of the round with the prince. Remind me, Ashley, is it at the top or the end of his turn that he makes that save?
I think it's the top, but if someone else knows better, jump in. But I think it's the
Well, it's
beginning of
whatever
its next
it's-
turn. That's what
The
you
version
said.
I said. Okay,
You said beginning.
cool.
I have our DMs pulled up in a separate tab.
That is a 17.
Oh,
He breaks it.
Okay. So the
Beans.
effect does wear off for now.
okay, never mind.
What does this spell do?
I get 2 more of them, so.
I just want. Did he failed by? He got an 11. So didn't he fail by 5 or more? If you like a normal would do
It's
that.
a nerfed version for her.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
As a level 6 player character, yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Morgan was very kind to me because I sent her something that with like a proper Medusa that had so much stuff in it that basically would have been like, I'm a snake god, and it wouldn't have been fun.
I would have had fun.
So
I like the warlock stuff too.
as it sort of shakes off this petrification, its movement's almost robotic in its lack of emotion. Its head pivots towards you, Eris, seeing that you are moving towards its mistress. Abraham, Hadia, y'all watch as it blinks out of sight
Oh man.
Oh,
and reappears here, teleporting as a bonus action.
Dang it.
And it is going to take a swipe at you with its sword. Eris.
Unfortunately, here ends. Been no hit.
no. We can keep it alive, boys.
12.
12 to hit?
Yeah.
Ah!
We're keeping the string alive!
Oh!
Hold on. Where's my dice bag?
No, the ones you've them using Morgan have been really great.
I really
keep
like
going.
them. You know,
I've been
I don't
enjoying
know
myself.
why. I feel like they're really feeling us.
Let's go.
Yeah. Abraham, what you got?
I'm gonna walk my way here, and I am going to cast Fairy Fire
Okay.
right here. So that encompasses this guy and most of the bridge, if that funny lady's still on it.
Show me one more time, Ping, where you centered it.
I'm gonna like right in the center of the bridge.
What's the size?
It's a 20-foot sphere. 20-foot
Great.
cube. Excuse me.
Okay, 20-foot cube. That's different.
So
Hit it. Okay, so that's a dex save.
16.
Natural 20.
No, that's not what we wanted.
That's a good die. I'm gonna keep that one pulled aside.
Wait, what if I use another cutting words?
Would you like to?
Should I do it? Should I do it? I got a 50-50 shot.
Go big or
Go
go
for
home.
it.
Go for it.
Yeah.
I gotta do it. I gotta do it.
Do it for your kids.
It's a D6.
It's a D8. So I have a 50-50 shot.
Okay.
Oh,
All right.
no, I have less than 50-50.
How many bardic inspirations do you have left?
This is my last one.
All right. I rolled an 8, which brings the total to a 15.
Oh, Pogger's in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. Pogger's in the chat.
Your DC is a 16?
DC's the 16. So crazy.
He is now fairy fired.
Oh, was she not on the bridge? Oh, would have been nice.
Would have been, wouldn't it?
Would have been nice.
So this already sort of faintly glowing pink aura around him brightens exponentially. He's practically a walking lava lamp at this point. Anything else?
No.
Is that a concentration spell?
Yes.
Okay.
You know what? Actually, I lied. Let me walk back to my friends over here.
As you do.
What?
Come on.
No way.
The invisible creature next to you
No way.
rolls off a 13 to hit.
Miss.
What space is it in? This is
I will
blowing
show
my
you. Give me
mind.
just a second.
Yeah.
They also have a +6 to stealth, and we're invisible. Just-
Yeah, I heard them, but
It was right there.
okay.
Oh, man.
All right. That brings us to your turn, Menon.
I am going to get up right next to this little surprise creature. And I'm actually going to use that sickle on it. So,
Hit.
all right. 17.
17 hits.
Okay.
There is no need to. Actually, yeah. Roll the damage. Roll that poison damage.
Okay.
You know, if it's immune to poison, this is really cruel.
It would be, wouldn't it?
The poison damage is 27,
God.
Plus the weapon damage.
which I think it's a 0 because I have a -1 on that sickle that I have, and I rolled a 1 for the damage. So weirdly enough, that's 0.
Well, the poison is more than enough as you sink the sickle into this strange infantile creature's upper torso and pull it back out. It sort of looks at you and then looks at the cloven rift in its torso as its peachy white flesh begins to bubble and spurt. And like a liquid core emerging, you see the same black sludge begin to spill out and the creature begins to shovel it, trying to keep it within, but more of its body begins to bubble and pop, and it just continues to melt away in a sizzling pile before sliding over the edge of the precipice and disappearing in a disgusting puddle below.
Are you okay?
I'm practicing my horror for frigophobia.
No, I don't want it. I don't want this.
Clearly.
No.
Like,
I
I have to go to
also
sleep
watched
after
Matt Mercer
this.
DM last night, so
Oh,
I've got
okay.
my
She's all inspired.
yeah.
The inspo.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of these cherub-like creatures,
There were no more, and we all lived a great, happy life.
Please.
yeah, absolutely.
Nope.
This one's gonna come here. Oh, they should be attacking at advantage when they're invisible. Shit. Well, now I know.
God damn it.
Eris, you hear those slapping footfalls draw up next to you.
They're there.
One appears directly next to you
Oh, hello there.
as it attacks and fails to hit you. I will reveal it in just a moment. The other, of those 4 dice rolls, I rolled a 3, a 1, a 4, and a 6.
Let's go.
So both of these creatures become visible now as they attack you. Neither one of them managing to land a successful blow. But there we are. All right, that is their turn. That brings us to Val. Eris on deck. You
Okay.
lucky. I will say this one, you do notice it does the same thing it did next to Hadya. It gives the shrill shriek, and the same viscous material sort of melts off of it, creating a puddle. What you got, boo?
Mostly things that are going to damage other people.
You always have your firebolt.
Yeah. Okay. I am going to attempt to move somewhere.
I will say, if you want to use all your movement to go right there in that spot that's sort of between your sister and Seraphine, Agonizar Scorcher is a lion spell. You can hit both of those cherubs with that.
Okay.
Oh, heck yeah.
That's what I was kind of wondering if I could. Okay.
Right. What
So-
level do you want to cast it at?
Let's see. Let's do it at a level 2. I think that'll do probably enough damage.
The one closest to you fails. The one further away does succeed.
Okay. So the one closest to me takes full damage. The one farther away takes half.
Correct.
I rolled 22
Okay.
damage. So 22 to the closer one, 11 to the one farther away.
Oh yeah, absolutely. The one closest to you gives a strangled cry as its form melts under the intense heat of your arcane flames. The other is badly burned. You see its limbs, all the digits sort of coagulate into these melted chocolate stumps, and out of its facial orifices is the trickle of the same black goo, and it is fucked up. I need you to give me a dexterity saving throw, please.
Okay. It is not good. It is a 5.
A 5 is a failure as you release your spell and try and get your footing in this puddle that had melted off the first creature. You fall prone into the newly blackened, bubbling puddle of the tar within the creature. You take
No.
It's a good run, guys.
5 points of acid damage.
Ouch.
Oh god.
Have a real quick moment of silence for the no-hitter we were having.
Ugh.
You know, we made it like 2.5, almost 3 hours. As Morgan just like cash flips us off for
Yeah.
Just from some fucking slippery goo on the floor. But I will take it. I will take it.
How many did you say?
Eris, it is your turn.
Eris will attack this sparkly fool in front of me because I get advantage.
Yes, you do.
Boop, boop. Okay, does a 19 hit?
Just.
Oof. I'll take it. As Eris does. Ooh, not bad. 10 plus 8, 18 plus 4 is 22 damage.
All
Bonus
right.
action disengage, and then he goes 5.
That was 22.
Yes. To the Pumpkin Prince. He uses his disengage bonus action, because, you know, rogues, and moves over here, and he goes, "Come get me, you coward."
Okay, you swear you see a twitch of his whiskers. All
Oh my
right.
gosh. I'm really hoping for like a literal cat fight. That's all I want.
I want to free him. Like, you know that his heart is not in the right place. Badum.
He's catching on. He's got it.
Seraphine, it is your turn, darling. Hadia, you will
All
be coming up before long.
right. So I want to move here, hopefully avoiding the black sludge that Val is in. And you know, I'll save my petrifying gaze for another time, but let's just do another Eldritch Blast. I'd like to split it between the Pumpkin Prince and the horrifying creature in front of me.
Okay.
Oh, shoot. Don't you just hate when you accidentally roll for damage before rolling to attack? That's a 17 to hit.
Okay. Which one is that against?
We'll start with the cherub in front of me, because it seems easier.
Okay, 17 will hit him.
Okay, so the damage for that first one is 15 force damage. And then
Leaves it in 2, and it becomes a bubbling pile of chocolate and tar. Your attack against the Prince of Pumpkins will be at advantage due to the fairy fire.
wonderful. Well, that will probably do it, but let's just go for fun. Yeah, so I got a 24 was my roll with advantage.
I will hit.
Sick. All right. And then that's 14 force damage to the Prince of Pumpkins.
Okay. Takes it with barely a grunt or a groan. You can see that these impacts are landing and doing damage, but he's a big tough boy, and he is not currently reacting emotionally to anything going on.
Don't love that. So is there a pile of goo in front of me? Like if I were to advance towards the Prince of Pumpkins on my next turn, I'd have to like hurdle.
This square here is actually empty. It's just the bridge that's up in the way, so you could circumnavigate the puddle.
I have a clear path. Okay, cool.
All right. That brings
I have to go take dogs out, so I'll be right back. But I'm still listening.
No worries. That brings us to Valentina's turn. All right. How does this spell work?
Oh.
Magic missile. What level does she cast this at? Cool. So that's an auto hit on Eris. You're the biggest threat as she reappears. Come on. Go to the right layer. Change her to this layer as she reappears.
Mhm.
Oh,
She
shoot.
throws a magic missile at you. That is. Where are my D4s? Ooh, okay. 7, 9, 10 plus 5, 15 points of magical force damage.
Oh.
This is a risk, but I'm gonna uncanny dodge it.
Simple enough. You take half of that. And as you do, sort of crouching in your feline, agile form, her beautiful, picture-perfect smile fades for the first time. Don't worry. I'll make a fur coat out of you yet.
Everyone will celebrate Pandemonium Day after I'm done with you, July 14th.
And she uses the rest of her movement to fly out of your sight.
Isn't that Bastille Day?
Yes, it is also Bastille Day, but that is a stupid holiday and not mine. I'm
my
so glad
God.
someone else brought it up. Thank you.
Inspiration to you there, Abraham, for knowing that.
Thank you.
And just dragging your own party member.
No, I'm so glad you knew. 'Cause I was gonna be
Tadia,
like,
it's
and
your
he hates
turn.
Bastille Day. Nobody knows why.
Okay. I think what I'm gonna do is let me double check, make sure I am in range of this. Yes. Okay. I'm gonna try to cast level 1 command on the Prince of Pumpkins
Okay.
and say just halt. So doesn't move and takes no actions. And that DC is Wisdom 13.
Okay. Oh, come on, dice. Which one's gonna... Be nice. Be nice. I rolled a 13 on the die.
All right.
Sorry.
Well, no, it's fine. And then that was my action. Bonus action. I'm going to cast level 1 healing word on. Who took? Someone took damage earlier. Yes. I couldn't remember.
Oh, Eris has taken it and Val has taken it.
I was going to cast on Val.
Give it to Val, yeah. She's so soft and squishy.
And that will be D4 plus 2.
Says the cat.
I am very
Be,
soft.
Hit die over D8
My
on this
muscles
party.
are hard.
That'll be the full amount, 6 points of
Nice.
health.
Nice.
Yay.
And
Thank
then,
you.
And then I will also move.
That was healing word.
Yes.
Roll a d4.
Just don't add anything to it. Just a D4.
Nope. Just
I
D4.
got a 4.
Oh, okay. So as you cast this healing spell, the arcane energy releases and sort of coalesces around Val's form. The crystal structure around her flashes in a pink glow, and you hear like the stereotypical cartoon like chimes of something magical happening, and you heal for an additional 4 points.
Whoa.
I don't think I had that much damage, but yay.
Good.
Nice to know. And then I'm still gonna try to move to. Is this spot's open? Correct.
Yes.
Like I can go like in these one of these 2 spots.
Yes, you can.
Okay. Oops, I clicked the wrong one. Okay. I'll move here for now.
All right.
And that's it.
Next is the prince's turn. Eris, I need you to give me. Yeah, I need you to give me a wisdom saving throw.
22.
22. All right. The Prince of Pumpkins continues to stalk towards you, seeming to latch on to you from that taunt, but still showing no emotion. You, however, hold fast. You do not fear him, even as he raises his sword against you.
Oh.
16?
I think you got me. Yep.
Okay. For 8 points of slashing damage.
Okay. Take the 8 damage. And I say to him, she only has one of your lives, man. You have 8 of them. You outnumber her. You're a disgrace to cats everywhere.
You see just the faintest twitch of an ear. But that's it. All right. Abraham.
Okay.
I'm just going to get these cherubs out of the way.
I am now realizing a vast majority of my spell list is concentration. Maybe not so hot.
Depends on what you want to use.
Downfall of bards.
Bards. Okay, here we go. Just take a very carefully take some steps this way to get in range.
Okay. Men on your on deck.
And then we are going to cast 60 feet, and that's a 10. Okay, 10-foot sphere. We are casting Shatter, baby.
Con save?
Con save.
Ooh. 17.
That makes it.
No modifier, I just finally rolled really well.
All right. Dealing 6 points of damage.
Okay. Takes it. Starting to show some wear and tear. He is officially bloodied.
Is he made of inorganic material by any chance?
He is. All right. Menon, Val on deck.
All right. I'm gonna cast Call Lightning
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
on our winged friend. So that's a deck save, sorry.
Interesting. Okay. Do you need to see the target?
Oh yes, I do.
Give me a perception check.
Okay.
Because she is a big babe. She's just barely around that corner.
I love a big babe.
Love a big babe.
Yeah, that's only a 7 for the perception check.
Unfortunately not. You know the area that she's in. So if you want to still call the lightning down, I'll give her the save at advantage. Just for fun. Or if you want to do something else and save that for later, we can do that.
I'll cast it on the prince instead.
Okay. Well, she would have had advantage either way because they're resistant. But I love you. Okay, these dice are like starting to behave. Okay. 16?
Okay, that saves.
Okay. Half damage?
Yes. That's 12 would be the full, so.
So 6 would be half. He takes 3 because he seems resistant to that type of damage.
Mm.
You know, when you're like the patron of Halloween, you've got to put on some shows in electric chairs.
Is that true?
Spooky.
All right. Anything else?
That's shocking.
Does that take the inspiration away?
Nope.
No, it should, but it doesn't. Val, you're up. Eris on deck.
Okay. I Can I? This might be a bad idea. I am going to yeah, I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna move to like here.
Okay.
And then can I just cast a fireball down that corridor and try to hit the
fireball?
Yeah. Like just casting it down there. Since I can't see her around that corner, but I'm assuming that's generally where she is.
Ping for me where you would like to center that fireball.
Oh wait, did she move?
You just don't know where she is.
Just ping for me where you would like to center it.
I was thinking about like here-ish. Just casting it down there. Because the range is like 150 feet, so.
Absolutely.
And I'm trying to keep it away from people up here.
Fireball. She fails.
Okay. So that is a lot of dice. 24.
24. You hear her call out in pain from around the corner. You can't see her, but just because I'm worried I'll forget, she does not take as much as you would expect her to.
Okay.
But you definitely got her. Eris, and then Seraphine on deck.
Okay, Eris looks at the pumpkin prince and he goes, I know you will strike at my back, but I forgive you because you are not your own. Perhaps you will make this up to me later. As he uses his feline agility and moves double his movement.
Yep.
Is now standing next to her.
She is 15 feet in the air. You can reach her. You can reach her.
Okay.
But I'm gonna give her, because it's like a stretch and you're like swiping at her dangling legs, I'm gonna give her what the benefit of quarter cover would be.
What about the heart? Is she holding that heart still? She's holding that heart.
And up close you can see it is a still beating organic heart.
Oh my gosh.
The veins around it that would normally pulse purple are pulsing black.
So I've used my... Oh, well, first we should resolve the attack of opportunity I provoked.
That was a good point.
No?
Nope. Ooh. I rolled a 6.
And then I'm going to use insightful fighting on her.
All right.
Using an insight check against her deception.
Oh, yes.
Ooh, not bad. 23 for me. Okay. So now. But I am attempting to knock the...
Wait. 16 plus 7 is 23.
So I don't know. If you creature is incapacitated, I'm the aggressor. I think she wins. Yeah.
Okay.
So I am attempting to knock the heart from her hand. So increase the AC as you see fit, madam.
Okay.
13 on the die for a total of a dirty 20. So I don't think I get anything.
That is exactly what you needed to target her arm and go for the heart. So are you trying to grapple it away from her, or are you just trying to attack it and make her drop it?
If you would allow me to grapple it away from her, I would certainly like to try, but...
Only because you used your feline agility this same turn. You are firing on all cylinders. You reach up and swipe at it. It's going to be a contested strength check.
Oh, no.
Oh,
but she's very wafy.
We go. Me too, though. 10. Yeah!
You reach up with an insane vertical leap. your claws raking down her forearm, and as she recoils trying to pull the heart from you, you just wrap your little toe beans around it and snatch it from her grasp, landing in a 3-point feline pose. She looks horrified and livid.
I've used my turn. I'm just standing here like, I'm in danger.
Seraphine.
Yeah, I feel like Eris is in a real like record scratch freeze frame. So this is my life. Kind of situation.
Bet you're wondering how I got into this situation.
Let's rewind back. So this bunny.
You would just be able to see that happen, by the way.
Yeah. So I think I'm at least gonna move here. So I like hollered Eris, like, do you want me to you don't want me to kill this cat, do you?
I think that if we heal him or we give this heart back, he'll at least be only pissed about the slight stabbings I've been doing.
Okay. Well, since I'm here, let me just do some quick measuring. Oh, hell yeah. Yeah, so I'm gonna Eldritch Blast Valentina.
Alrighty.
Oh goodness. We'll do a 15 to hit.
First one hits.
Ooh, boysy. So we're gonna do that for 15 damage for the first one.
Alrighty.
Second one, 14
to hit.
Hell yeah.
Does not quite hit.
Oh.
Sorry,
Well,
I was asking if that was to hit. Sorry.
Oh, no. Yeah, so 15 for 15 damage, and then a 14 misses.
And you said you have Agonizing Blast?
I do. Oh, yeah, I do. I'm sorry. That's a +3 to both of them. So, yeah, so 18 damage for the first one.
Okay.
Thank you for reminding me of that.
Is that the one that also pushes back?
That's a different one.
Yeah, pushes back 10 feet.
That's repelling.
Repelling blast. You have repelling blast as well?
Oh.
No, I thought agonizing. Stand by.
Just gives you the damage, which is huge. Don't get me wrong, like that helps. But repelling is the one that pushes.
No, yeah, y'all are right.
Gotcha. All right, still got that extra damage in there though. All right, anything else?
Nope.
It's now Valentina's turn.
Oh no.
Eris.
Yes.
I'd like you to give me a strength check.
Oh,
as she
strength
swoops
check.
down and grabs the back of your armor.
Natural 20.
That beats my 18. I thought I had you.
Yes.
Gives some beats of her massive wings, and you feel yourself begin to lift up, but you sink your claws into the sort of peat-covered ground and maintain your poise. And she gives a frustrated and releases you, and you get an opportunity to attack as she flies away.
Okay, I will swing at that.
Can we see her make that flight path?
Yes.
Okay.
I missed. I get a 10.
Okay, that does not hit. Okay. Next is Hadia's turn.
Okay. Changing my plan since she moved. Okay. Oh, I forgot about my sword. I'm gonna go ahead and use I'm gonna use my bonus action to move the dancing scythe.
Mm-hmm.
And can I just move it, or do I have to move and attack? I can't just like move it around.
You can choose not to attack, even if it's written into that.
Okay. Then I'm gonna move it 30 feet to right here.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna move gonna try my best to. Okay. Oops. Right here. And then since I didn't I can use another action to move again, correct?
You can action
Dash
dash, or you can hold an action.
Okay. I'm not gonna do anything. I'm just gonna stay right there.
Okay. Are you holding an action?
No.
Okay.
You could take the dodge action.
Oh, I can use that already as an action. I couldn't remember if that was a like bonus thing. Okay, no, I'll just take the dodge action.
All right. So if I attack you in the next turn, remind me it's at disadvantage.
Okay.
The Prince of Pumpkins finally turns to you, Val. Give me a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. It's a 10.
10 is a failure. You are now considered frightened of him. You
Okay.
cannot willingly move towards him, and any attacks that you make while he is within your line of sight will be at disadvantage.
Okay.
He is then going to turn towards the Medusa that previously started to petrify him, and he is going to cleave out at you with a sword. 14 to hit?
Yeah, that does it.
Okay.
You didn't come at me with the wisdom saving throw. I feel like that was, like intentional.
The monsters know what they're doing. 10 points of slashing damage.
Whew. Okay. First damage of the night.
And then he sees where his mistress is and is going to leap over you two.
Oh, okay.
Does he get...
You do get attacks of opportunity on him. Both of you do. Val, yours is at disadvantage.
Okay.
Actually, it is a straight roll, and yours is at advantage, Seraphine, as he is still fairy fired. The concentration has not been broken.
Heck yeah. Thank you, Abraham.
So am I just rolling a d20 or what am I doing?
What's your equipped weapon?
I have a crossbow and 2 daggers.
It would be a dagger, so d20 plus 5.
Okey-dokey. That is 15.
Does not quite hit. And Seraphine?
Yeah, so I also don't have like really intense weaponry. Okay, hold on. We're just gonna do this.
Abraham, you're up next.
Oh, JK, I got that dirty 20 to attack with my hand axe.
That'll hit.
Yeah, so I mean, like, it's not the heartiest, but that's going to be... That will be 4 damage.
He takes it, whittling away at him. And don't forget, we're not quite there yet, but once we do get there, you can specify if you want a attack to be non-lethal, unless it is ranged or magical.
Good to know.
Well, a spell. All right. Abraham, and then Menon on deck.
Okay. This one's for the marbles, guys.
I believe in you, Abraham.
I am dropping concentration on Fairy Fire.
Okay.
And I will instead cast with my final 3rd level slot. Slow.
Wisdom or con save?
Wisdom.
And this is on.
This is on. Oh, you know what? I lied. I can't do that. Because I'll hit my little friend right here. I'll hit my
I think
little
it's
man.
targeted creatures.
Oh, yeah. Never mind. I will cast slow. And they have to beat Wisdom 16.
I appreciate the consideration, though.
Yeah,
of
my
course,
well-being.
anything for you.
Yeah, slow's nicer than you thought.
And I forgot to do a bunch of puns, so I'm just going to nail them right now, one after the other. What did the artificer call a steampunk alligator? Crocodile. What do you call a monk who's had too much ale? Punch drunk. A human, an orc, and an elf walk into a bar. The dwarf walks under it.
Hey!
Oh my god.
We're amazing!
Oh, stressful.
Wisdom saving throw. Those are all very good, though. All right. So for the Prince of Pumpkins, at advantage, he gets a 17.
Okay.
Valentina, at advantage,
Got my chest.
Wisdom
Wisdom.
gets a 14.
Let's go. She is slowed. Meaning,
All right. I know all the effects.
does everybody know all the effects?
No.
Half speed,
Half speed.
-2 to AC, and dex saves.
Okay, I wanted to read it.
Go for it. I'm so sorry.
Effective target speed is halved. It takes a -2 penalty to AC and dexterity saving throws, and it can't use reactions. On its turn, it can either use its action or bonus action, not both. Regardless of the creature's abilities or magic items, it can't make more than one melee or range attack per turn. It can make a wisdom saving throw at the end of its turns. Effect ends on a successful save.
Okay.
Did everybody get that?
Got it.
That's a great spell.
It's my last 3rd level slot. Please make the use of it.
All right. Menon and Val on deck.
I still have my cloud up for call lightning, so I am going to. I can see her from there because the bridge is low, or
You can see her.
yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna see
Dex
what.
save?
Yes.
Well, I rolled a natural 1, which would normally make it a 3, but because of the slow, it's back down to a 1.
Suck up.
Well, all right. Well, the damage is terrible, but it's 13.
She takes all 13. She does not seem to have the same resistance to lightning. That's right. Okay, she is now also officially bloodied. Alrighty. Anything else?
No.
All right. That brings us to Val and Eris on deck.
Did you say that the bridge was elevated, like it's going up?
Yeah, but not steeply.
Okay. So can I just fire another fireball at her?
Sure, if you've got the spell slot for it.
I've got one last spell slot for it.
All right.
Do it.
Dex
queen.
save now -2. So that just makes it a straight roll for her, which is a 15 on the die.
So yeah, she makes it. So
Okay.
half
She will still take half.
damage.
Yep. And then half again.
29. So half of that is
14, so she
14.
takes 7. She's looking rough. Those wings are starting to char away. Her pristine pink, white, and red clothes are now spattered with her own blood. She ain't happy. Eris.
All right. Eris
Seraphine on deck.
is going to move 30 feet. Bonus action dash, because he's a rogue. You know how they do that. And then
You
he's
can
going.
see that, right?
Yes, he's going to order the Pumpkin Prince. Stop fighting my friends and come reclaim your heart.
Is this a command, like a spell, or just a?
He doesn't have magic, but he's holding his heart. And so hoping that gives him control.
Power of
He's going to
friendship.
find out this turn whether or not it works.
Give me a persuasion check.
Ooh, I have that.
More to see if you can garner enough of his attention.
Maybe not. Oh, dirty 20.
Okay, that's enough to draw his attention. Let's see. Okay, you're not sure just yet.
Right.
Anything else?
I mean, no.
Okay. Seraphine.
Yeah, so I'm going to move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 34. With this curve, is it advantageous to say that I have line of sight?
Yeah, you can see her. She may have a little cover from me, but you can see her.
We're going to attempt this, but maybe with this slow spell it'll work. Can she make a Constitution save? It doesn't affect Constitution now that I say that, but you know, like I'll just try. I'm just feeling fancy.
What are you casting?
Yeah, I want to do my Petrifying Gaze again.
Okay. She looks towards you, and her wings stop beating, and she falls 15 feet to the ground below.
And starts to turn to stone?
You're not. Give me a perception check.
Oh my goodness gracious. That is a natural 20 plus 5, 25.
As she drops, her expression is one of pure fear and confusion. And you see her looking out to her outstretched wings that are beginning to lock and curl into her form. And you see that pristine white of her feathers beginning to go gray. All right, it is now Valentina's turn.
I'm starting to feel bad just in case she is potentially corrupted too.
So she has to make the save at the top of her turn.
And the
It is at
DC
advantage,
16.
as they all have been. That's 7. Okay. The gray of stone continues to spread, her wings going still, and her shriek rings through the cavern as she screams, "No! This cannot be!" And she is a statue upon this floating platform.
My computer screen just like freaked the heck out when you did that. It was really creepy.
Gotta say.
Adia, you see this happen. You see her become a pillar of stone, beautiful but terrible in this moment of preserved terror.
I guess I'm not sure what to do because it seems like she's stone forever, as far as I know.
There is
guess
a hundreds of feet deep chasm here. Just
Oh,
I did think about that, but I wasn't sure if I was strong enough to. You know what? I'm gonna try it. Let me see.
Do it.
I have. Yeah. Okay. I will move to where she's at and begin trying to like push the statue. I guess. Well, that's about in the middle of the platform, so I guess just off this side.
give me a strength check. And Eris, You notice as Hadia leaves the reach of the Prince of Pumpkins, he doesn't acknowledge her retreat, let alone make an attack against her. His eyes are trained on you.
You said a strength check?
Yes, please.
Okay. Ooh, a 5.
You push and shove, and she doesn't slide, but she does topple, and her wings both fracture off as she lays there, still as a statue.
Progress.
Progress.
She ain't flying anywhere. And I'll say that is your action. Do you want to use your bonus action for anything?
I guess can I use my bonus action to like call out to my party members to like help me move this massive statue and like push it off the side? Okay.
Easily enough. Next
So.
is the Prince of Pumpkins. You watch, just as Valentina's form turned to stone, that sort of glowing pink collar of chain that he wore faded to a simple piece of linked metal. And Eris, you watch, almost as if he's breaking the surface of water and taking his first breath, and who knows how long he reaches up. And his hand moves to grip at his chest, and he collapses prone. And is seemingly unconscious. We are at this point considered out of initiative, but what would everyone like to do?
That when you said he's unconscious, is he like succumbing to injuries or just like exhaustion?
I'm holding his heart, I think. So
I think I would like to leave the statue first and go double check to make sure like what's going on. Because
You can give me investigation or medicine.
let me see which one's better. Okay, I'll do investigation. 6.
6. You're not sure.
I guess if I'm not sure, out of panic, just to make sure that it's actually fine, I am going to cast.
I'm shoving the heart into his chest if there's a hole, by the way. While he does
come
this.
up, give me an investigation check.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to cast the cantrip Spare the Dying, just to make sure
Okay.
that.
Unfortunately, my investigation was a 5.
5. You know what you're looking for.
Mm-hmm.
You're sort of pulling away at the tattered tunic. He's wearing a breastplate underneath, and there is definitely blood beginning to pool out from underneath it.
Mm-hmm.
So you spend a moment to try and rip at the breastplate and lift it off. And as you do, you see that there is what appears to be a perfectly fresh gaping hole there. Shove the heart in, and it sits there.
Spare the Dying?
Maybe some healing magics or something?
Yeah.
I do not do that.
To manually start it?
Yeah, I think I'm going to try to cast Cure Wounds.
As you reach down
into his open chest hole,
he'll be fine.
And have your hand hover just a few millimeters away from this terrible carved out chest cavity where the heart has been freshly replaced. You watch the arcane energy sort of dance from your fingertips and shoot along the veins and ventricles and arteries and begin to snap and pull them together from where they have been separated from within the chest. And as the flesh begins to knit itself back together, you watch the heart begin to beat and then to race as the flesh begins to knit over this terrible wound, the fur beginning to grow back over it, and he leaps up.
You got Halloween.
Where am I? What happened?
Eris immediately begins ignoring him and grooming himself.
Yeah, Seraphine I'm going to the statue. I'm gonna try to push this thing and get it gone.
Okay.
I'm gonna use my hey guys, I'm gonna use my first actual spell slot spell. And when I cast Eldritch Blast, I have the Pact of the Tome or whatever, and I can use the Grasp of Hadar, and I just want to like use those little tentacle friends, and I'm just pushing it off the
You
side.
all
So I
watch
think
as
I can
she
move it.
casts these familiar green and gold serpents that sort of disappear into the stone on either side of the statue and then begin to rise back up, this time a shimmering sort of iridescent black, and they entwine the stone form of Valentina and begin to slither, dragging it to the edge of the platform and then disappearing with it over the edge.
It's a lot more
Good use of
efficient.
my like 2 spell slots or whatever I have at level 6.
Meanwhile, Hadia, looking up at you, you see as the sickening hues unnatural for his attire begin to fade as the last remnants of Valentina's magic are released. Prince of Pumpkins restored to his natural form, looking up at you with wide, newly golden slitted eyes. What happened? Where is she? Where is she?
Just point to like in the chasm. We got rid of her.
Yeah, Seraphina's just like, she's down there.
Where she belongs. Ugh. I have no idea who any of you are, but something tells me I owe you an enormous debt.
Just remember July 14th.
Bastille Day.
Bastille Day.
No!
You should thank the Easter Bunny.
Yeah,
It's the one that
he
brought
did
us
send
here.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Bunny. Really?
Mhm.
I will
He-
say he did make it sound like you were the bad person, if I'm remembering correctly.
It
So you may
sounded like
wanna-
you were the aggressor, yes.
Yeah, he was definitely like painting you in a bad light. So just something to think about.
Well,
I think he's trying to get
in
a
all
monopoly
fairness,
on candy.
I did bring my armies here, but it was under the understanding that Valentina wanted a truce and to find a way to combine our forces, not just in number, but in essence. And she said she had to do something, a spell on me that would allow her to warp my minions, and I don't remember anything after that. But
Happened.
he slowly pushes himself to his feet. Again, he towers over most of you at about 8 feet tall. Nevertheless, this place cannot be without a patron. With Valentina dispatched, and me obviously not suited for this type of area. And then he begins to look upon each of you in turn. And as he does, his eyes give a flash of that golden radiance. And Seraphine, as he looks upon you, his head tilts, his ears sort of tilting back and tail giving a curious sway behind him. He approaches, still obviously laboring from the pain of it, but then he peers down at you. I sense that you have been the target of much undue hate and terror, and yet you have so much love in your heart. You understand how to balance these things, these emotions, and to ensure that not one can overcome the other. Balance is what is required for what we do. And then he reaches out and caresses your cheek, and your snakes all seem to writhe in a moment of pure excitement, and you feel this strange ache between your shoulder blades. And the rest of you watch as a massive pair of shimmering green wings appears on her back. I think you should remain here. Something tells me the cave-like atmosphere won't be entirely alien to you.
I love it. I think it smells great here. Everyone is complaining about the smell on the way over. I think it smells great. I think this could make like a great candle business. Like maybe that's my side hustle, when I'm not like ruling the roads. I think that people would want to smell this in their homes. I think this is great. And like I'm like trying to like fly away, like trying to like figure out the wings, but I think I'm just like hovering a couple inches off the ground. Just
You're
like
giving
in
some little
complete shock.
hops as they beat.
Yeah, I'm like
You may find that free time becomes a precious commodity in our line of work. But something tells me you are well suited to the task.
oh my gosh, thank you so much. Now you come visit whenever you want, We're always welcome for visitors. Not used to having a lot of people around, so I've been loving this whole situation. So you guys just come on whenever. I'll make sure I'll make sure that this smells fine or whatever. I'll make sure it smells like flowers. Is that what you guys like? Alive flowers, right? Alive flowers?
I would
Okay.
get sick if I ate dead ones, yes.
Okay. Hey, Eris, I'll make sure you have plenty of flowers or whatever you
Thank
need.
you very much.
Abraham, come bring the kids.
Can I?
Great time. Oh gosh, yeah.
Okay, make sure you clean up all the corpses.
And
You
I
could
think
just turn
that
them
is
to
my
stone.
cue. I have a realm to return to and minions to gather. Truly, heroes, whoever you all may be, I am in your debt. If ever you come to my plane of Halloween, you will be treated to a banquet of delights that you cannot even imagine. But for now, I have a lot of cleaning up myself to do. He looks to you, Eris, gives a little twitch of his whiskers of acknowledgement, a wink, and then seems to melt into a pool of black, not like the bubbling tar that you've seen, but of wisping ethereal shadow that vanishes with him in a puff of smoke. And you have saved Halloween and Valentine's Day.
Yay.
Well done. Congratulations, everyone.
I want to go up to Seraphine
You did it.
and use necrotic shroud so my like skeletal wings pop out. We can just compare our new spooky wings together.
Oh heck yeah. Yeah, Seraphine is like, you've had these the whole time? Yeah, I think that she goes over to Eris and she's like, I can't wait to celebrate Bastille Day with you. Like, I don't know what a Bastille is. Like, I think it's a band, maybe. I've heard it's a band.
All this,
I don't know.
all is chaos.
Well
is
done,
great.
everyone. I thoroughly enjoyed this absolute crazy ride with you guys. These characters were phenomenal. I could not have asked for a better group to play in this game. Thank you all so much for spending your Friday night with us. And viewers, to you as well, thank you so much for hanging out with us this Friday night. We hope you all have a wonderful Valentine's Day or Singles Awareness Day, however you may celebrate. Either way, we are glad that you celebrated tonight with us. We love you all very, very much. And as always, follow us at Goblin Neon on Twitter for all of our programming updates. There is a lot more fun, insanity, as well as some pretty terrible, dismal horror like you caught a glimpse of tonight in the pipeline. And we are always happy to have you in chat. So for now, good night. Have a good weekend. We love you all very, very much. And send the best from the goblins to you.